Everybody gave up already. Hey, race fans, welcome. It's Tuesday night to the race shop. We got a special guest in studio. We have a lot to talk about. First, before we even get started, I want to introduce you to Kyle Carlson. Say that like 3 times really fast. Who is Kyle Carlson? Well, Kyle's the guy you watch on Sunday after racing. You watch his videos on Facebook. He goes around and YouTube. He goes around just like Jim Foose. He goes around and does you do video. Jim does a lot of photos. So welcome all the way from Bellevue, Ohio, Kyle Carlson. Thanks for coming, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It's pretty fun.
So you were saying the ride in was pleasant, huh?
Not bad, other than the construction. All that stuff wasn't going on last time we came.
See, if I would have said to you, hey, I'm going to need you to leave at 2:00 to be here by 7, you would be hesitating. You'd go, I don't know. So I kind of kept it, because I know 90. I know how bad from 117th until you get on the 2 split to come to downtown. I know it's horrible with traffic. So already Donald Cather said hello. Hello, Donald. But like I said, we have a great show tonight. I know a lot of you want to talk about Paynesville and last weekend with the rain, but we have some other racing we need to talk about. We'll wait a couple minutes to get some people in the room so they don't miss any of the hot topics. Is that okay with you?
That used to be a good store in the mall, Hot Topics.
Oh, here we go. Kyle, you're from Bellevue. See, I did that. You're from Fremont.
Yeah.
So did you go to Fremont Speedway, the racetrack, a lot as a kid?
Nope.
What the hell?
Okay, so I grew up going to Sandusky.
Did you really?
So my dad was in a wheelchair. He was a paraplegic. Sandusky was easier access-wise, and I would assume probably cleaner.
Yeah.
So we would always go there when I was a kid. I literally lived 20 minutes, if that, from Fremont Speedway, but we would just make the half-hour drive to.
So when did you start going to racetracks, and do you remember how old you were? Probably
would have been like late 80s, right around there. Like I still have one of my original programs, got all the autographs on it, and
what driver got you into racing? What driver would you go home and go, Dad, I need this shirt or hat, or I want to watch this driver? Who was it?
Well, I think it was more Mom that was into racing. Dad enjoyed it too. Mom was an Earnhardt fan. Die hard.
Good mom. That's a great mom.
Literally added a room onto the house.
For all your Earnhardt stuff?
For all her.
I love it.
Earnhardt stuff.
I love it.
I bought a truck. The first trip with the truck was to go to Indiana to pick up a Coke machine.
Wow.
Oh, those Coke machines that had Earnhardt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had those at Mansfield.
Yeah, she had the front plastic display.
Yeah.
But she needed
That's pretty cool.
She needed a Coke machine to put it in.
That's awesome, dude. So Lauren, I just want to say, hey, Wallencheck, what's up, man? I always told you have an open invitation. Come anytime you want, brother. But Lauren, when I met Laura, I was an Earnhardt fan, and I had thousands and thousands of dollars with Earnhardt stuff. And the storage unit in Vermilion burned down, and we lost it all.
Yep. Yep.
Who would think to put insurance on? Again, it's renter's insurance.
Yeah.
Who would think not to insure it? You know what I mean? Dude, I lost so much stuff that today would, I don't know, because not a lot of people know who Earnhardt is, the newer people.
Well, that, and they kind of went through a overload period where they were just throwing anything and everything out there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like the stuff really wasn't necessarily, not everything was worth
Yeah, yeah.
a ton, but I mean, she went down to Kannapolis to Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet and seen where he grew up, and
Wow, that's pretty cool.
she bought the Intimidator Monte Carlo SS.
Oh, that's badass.
Had all that, and just yeah.
I had the Chevy Lumina. Nobody could afford the Monte SS back then, so I had the broke ass Chevy Lumina, the red ones, and Earnhardt on the dash and stuff. But as we get going here, Joe Phillips says his mom was also an Earnhardt fan. But I'm sure Joel probably owned his mom probably because they were rich. Joel's family went out and probably bought an actual Dale Earnhardt race car. He probably got out of it at Dega, and Joel and his family probably bought the damn thing. Just kidding, Joel. Just kidding.
That's a great backstory you just created.
I know. I got to make them up pretty good.
Yeah.
But, you know, we are having a dilemma here at the show. I need everybody's help a little bit. Before we get started, when we left for vacation, Laura and I went on diets. And we went down to Florida for 3 days, right?
Yeah.
And we fell off our diets before we even got on a plane.
We fell off the wagon quick.
Before we even got on a plane, we went over to Shake Shack and got Shake Shack. So you see it crashing already. But we get back from our vacation. I think I'm doing pretty good. Except I'm dying of heartburn because I'm trying to take care of myself. And our friend Kyle here tonight, after Laura's been on a diet, shows up with cheesecake.
But not just regular.
No.
What's the flavor?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Little shop in Bellevue, CRC Cheesecakes. They make excellent stuff.
So the nice thing is, and Kyle, I appreciate you for bringing it, but also Kyle looked forward because he knows Laura's on a diet. He's helping Laura a little bit. He brought the cheesecake, the toasted crunch. Hold on.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch that looks amazing, but he didn't bring silverware. So Joel says, I thought he was talking about cheesecake already.
No.
But no silverware for Laura to eat her cheesecake. So Laura says before we go on air, and Kyle, she's not joking, is she? She goes, we should offer someone something to bring me a fork. Yeah. I'm like,
there's two pieces. So anybody that wants to come up to the studio
Laura,
and bring a plastic fork for me, you get the other piece.
Laura, no, you can't. Do you understand that cheesecake just drove an hour and a half?
That's why I want to eat it, but I have no silverware.
You can't eat it, Laura. Did you ask me the other day?
It's about to become a finger food.
Did you not?
Either that, or she's going to go back there and find a scraper or something.
I honestly, Kyle, why? Why?
We have those.
Somebody's got to be that little devil.
I just don't know where they're at, but we have a scraper. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, I'm gonna find that.
With a little brake clean over here.
Yeah, a little brake clean on it.
I'll get some plastic silverware soon.
But Kyle, the nice gesture, we appreciate it. But at the end of the day, you thought about Laura and you thought about me, and you didn't bring silverware for her to eat it. So
Donald says I should just pick it up and eat it.
Who said that?
Donald Cather.
No, Donald, don't, because she will.
Joel says, who needs...
I mean, you're not on camera.
I will turn that camera. If she does it, I'll turn the camera.
Craig, it's in the fridge right now.
So...
He said, no refrigeration? No, it's in the fridge
right now. It's in the refrigerator.
We good.
So when Kyle came here, he goes, hey, I have cheesecake. And Laura didn't say, hey, how was your ride? Was it safe? Did everything go all right? No, she snatched the cheesecake right out of his hand. Poor Kyle, did you lose a finger? Is everything good?
Everything's good.
I thought he was going to lose a finger. She took it out of his hand so fast.
Well, I would have said something ahead of time, then she would have been here on time.
Yeah, she was late.
We were late. And we were at Walgreens, but we could have grabbed silverware. Son of a bitch.
Donald Gaither says to eat it.
It's about to happen.
So
I've just realized that every show we have, at some point, we have to have food involved.
We do. Food and alcohol.
Yes.
But do you really need it? Before we get started in the racing, do you really need the cheesecake?
How about you shut the hell up?
I guess that's a yes. She needs the cheesecake. But don't anybody, I move studios. I'm not in the same one. I'm in a different studio. Do not bring her a fork. Do not.
We are in the same studio.
Do not bring her a fork.
Don't listen to me lying.
Do not do it. Don't bring her a fork because she don't need that cheesecake. So
Craig, it'll be fine. It was still cold when he got here.
Mylene's like, pick it up. No, Mylene, no.
I got off work. I stopped there. I stopped home, let the dogs out. Pretty much came right here. So,
Nice.
And they just made it this morning too. Do you want to show everybody what it looks like, how good it looks? You want to show it? Because another minute or two, we'll get the show started. We'll get more into racing. We have a lot to talk about with Paynesville and everything else.
We don't lose our internet, but it's not good.
Oh, she just unplugged the internet. That's pretty cool. But yeah, just give us like two more minutes to get everybody in here so we can start talking some serious racing with Paynesville and all the other local tracks.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
Oh.
Let's see it. This is, I don't know if you can see it. It does look good. Oh my God. Look at the crust on the bottom,
yeah,
Kyle.
it,
Can they see the
they
crust?
make
No,
excellent.
don't you dare.
I'm trying to see if they can see the crust. Yeah. you can
Oh,
see
they
it.
can see it. The crust in there, it is a half-inch thick. Easy. No.
I'm taking that.
There's no forks or anything. So, Laura, don't.
No, there's a little piece that fell off.
Oh my
No,
God.
A little piece of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's it.
you're going to close the lid and just start shaking it. Oh, it fell apart.
If the whole thing fell apart, I can just use a straw now. I got plenty of straws.
Oh my god, it looks smooth.
So another minute or two, we'll get started. But Kyle, I appreciate you coming in, man.
Appreciate you.
We got a lot to talk about, and hopefully you could. We're trying to get Kyle to be one of our first Jerry Patrick Media employees when he goes to track. So hopefully that. Any more good comments before we get down to it?
He eats it. Jerry gets the other piece. No.
I can't eat it. I'm going to stick to my diet.
It's not about that. You have heartburn.
No, that has nothing to do with it. I am going to stick to this diet.
Okay, don't act holier than thou because
I-
for lunch today I had a salad and you ate a big cheeseburger. Okay.
I did have a
You want to
cheeseburger
make this a competition?
with a bunch of mustard. So to get going, oh yeah, speaking of food, and this is very important.
Of course it is.
No, it's very important.
Mhm.
So Saturday, I'm standing by the pit chute, and I keep hearing my name being called, Kyle, but I'm not paying attention because there's cars. How many Jerry's are on a racetrack? I'd be 2 or 3. So I'm not paying attention. So finally, a woman in the grandstands in turn 4 where they go out on the track, screams. I turn around and I go, Jerry, down here at the end, she's got cookies.
Oh, cookies.
So I thought it was a joke. So I just started talking to the group I was with again, and they go, no, she's got cookies. So I thought I heard Vinny's grandmother
Yes.
has cookies. That's what they yelled. I didn't hear that. All I heard was grandma has cookies. So I go over there and I can see she's holding them, and they're bending. They're so good that just in the bag that she had, the Ziploc bag, they were bending. So my mouth starts watering. Now, here's something I'm going to tell people about me that they don't know.
That you like food.
Here's something about me that a lot of people don't know. I'm a germphobe, and I'm very protective where I eat food. I'm very protective. I have family and I have friends that I won't eat at their house. Not because of them, because it's me. It's my problem, my mental problem. I can't eat. And if there's other people out there that feel the same way, I'd like to know that if you don't go to other people's houses. But I seen them cookies, and I don't care who had them in their hand. I was eating it, dude. So I grabbed the first cookie, and it falls apart in my hand, which is a great sign.
Oh, yeah.
And I put half of the cookie in my mouth. And she goes, how does it taste? I said, it's amazing. And I had my mouth full of cookie. And I stuck my hand through the fence to grab another one. But in all honesty, I kind of begged because that first cookie was going to go down so fast. I wanted the second one. So I don't know what it is, but grandmas make I found out it was Dominic's mom who made the cookies, Vinny's grandma. but I didn't put two and two together. I just heard grandma and got excited because
Grandma's cookies are always the best.
I've never had a grandma make a bad cookie. So cookies, fantastic. I eat the second cookie. I walk away to the race car and I turn around and I look up in the stands. And I'm like, she's eating. She's eating. She can't quit eating.
I mean, pistachios.
So I look up in the stands and I see grandma up there and I'm like, how would I look by asking grandma for a third cookie? And I couldn't do it, man. I started walking towards her and I went, nah, this ain't the right thing to do. I'm not going to ask her for another cookie. But man, I'm telling you, I bet I walked towards that fence 2 or 3 times telling myself not to do it.
Like in the cartoons, just on the toes, just
yeah.
floating.
Dude, they were, honest to God, no grandma has made a bad cookie. So thank you very much, Dominic. Your mom, Vinny's grandma, great cookies. Yeah, Bunny said that Dominic's mom. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. If you put a nice cookie in front of me, Kyle, I black out. All I see is cookie. There could be a bomb in the background.
I find it a little funny, though, that I recall a video of cupcakes.
Oh, here we go.
Trash can.
Why are we going to bring this up, bro?
Yeah. How much of a germphobe are you really?
Listen.
He's right.
It took a lot of therapy for me to get over Dennis Woods.
So that was a breakthrough moment for me.
Yeah.
It took a lot of therapy, a lot of going to therapy. I think I was going one time 3 nights a week to get over cupcakes in the trash. Dennis Woods and Kylie, his daughter, you've seen the video.
Oh, yeah.
They ate all the other stuff, but left the cupcakes. There's no such thing as a bad cupcake. They
ate some cupcakes. They just left the cupcakes they didn't want.
I guarantee you, with me, they'll never do that again. They'll never do it again.
We'll have to see if they'll be at Midvale next week.
Braden said, you didn't get Laura a cookie?
No. He gave me one tiny bite of one cookie.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
So, ridiculous. Getting past the cookies, I want to say thank you very much. I hope I say this right. Mrs. Chicken Eddie, thank you so much for the cookies. I'm not sure I'm going to be there this weekend. I'm trying to see if I get enough time to get the car ready. It's not looking good, but I want to try to make it. I got so much to do on the car, but if I do make it, man, I don't think I'll turn down them cookies again. But if I don't make it,
you won't turn down the cookies.
Oh, they didn't turn down the cookies the first time.
But if I don't make it this weekend, don't give my cookies away. just hang on to them, man. But I thought about it, man. I think we should have a cookie war at Painesville Speedway, but only grandmas are allowed to make them. I don't want somebody just throwing some cookies into a pan and and then going. These tasted amazing.
No break and bake for you, right?
No. And
so like the grandmas would have to bring the cookies from home or make them right there.
No, bring them from home. Put them. But here's
we can somehow hook up an oven there.
So. But here's my thing.
Easy bake challenge.
Grandma. Mrs. Chicken Eddie. What she did was flour, fresh chocolate chips, and all that stuff. She did it from scratch. And I'm telling you right now, Dominic. Don't ruin this for me, Dominic. And I know he has a comment, but don't ruin this for me.
He just ruined it for you. Read it.
Let's see.
We won't be there, so neither will his mom.
That's fine, because we might not be able to make it this weekend either. But I'm telling you, Dominic, and I hope you're listening. I'm looking right at you. If your mom did not make them from scratch and those are Toll House in the back, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. I assume your grandmother made those from scratch. Everything was made from scratch. Don't ruin it for me, Dominic. And if he puts that up there, it's gonna ruin my night. Don't tell me, Dominic. I know she spent 3 hours in the kitchen with her apron on. It says, "I love Jerry Patrick Media. Jerry's the best driver." I know she had that apron on. Just don't ruin it for me. Don't, Dominic. Don't do it. No racing, no cookies. I'm going to try to race, Jeff. I just have a lot to do. I have something big that it needs to be changed on the car, and I might not be able to get to it.
Maybe we get you in like a juice box or something.
That I could do if I can, as long as I can start on a pole, because I know them little kids are coming around me.
Half lap start.
Braden, Laura's going to make sure you're going to make it. No, we do want to race. Don't get me wrong, but I'm so busy right now that I can't even get time out.
There's a major thing that we have to fix.
Yeah, there's something major I got to fix. It's not major. I'm not going to say it's major.
Maybe not.
It's just something that needs to be fixed. But I'm allowed to do it at the Wheelman race the week after. So I don't know if I want to change it for Paynesville and then have to change it back again. So I might just stay home this weekend and get the car ready for Midvale to race with the Wheelman. And then when I come back to Paynesville, I put it there. I put it back to where the rule states. So, but let's get back in. Let's get into Dominic. Dominic, don't ruin it for me. I don't want to hear it, man. I know Grandma the way she makes them. She's making them the way grandmas are supposed to make them. So we do have a lot to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about, which is on a serious note, I really want everybody to take the time. Earl Goldie's girlfriend, Mariah, tomorrow, it's tomorrow, right?
Mhm.
She's going in for heart surgery. And I want everybody, race fans, drivers, families, friends, I want everybody to go on our Facebook, maybe on this live when it's done, or go to her Facebook and just say a prayer for her and for Earl and the family for her open heart surgery that she's going to have tomorrow. She's very nervous, which I don't blame her, but she's in good hands. The hospitals know what they're doing now. It's not like it was 20 years ago. So Mariah, all of us here are praying for you. We're thinking about you. Hope you have a fast, full recovery. Sorry you didn't get to see Earl race last Saturday, but all of us here at Jerry Patrick Media hope and pray that everything goes really well for you.
I'll put a post up here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
I can send their well wishes.
That would be great. And don't sneak up here with a fork, because I know Mariah would sneak up here. She's that person.
Yeah.
We don't need a fork, Mariah, so don't bring it up here. So yeah, if you guys could tonight in your prayers and just keep Mariah, her family, and everybody, and Earl in your prayers, that would be wonderful. So, and she's actually pretty funny. She was here on the show. You and her, I think you, Mariah, and a couple other girls come in here and do a woman show would be absolutely perfect.
Oh, absolutely. I think Mariah actually would be the best, like the host. You know?
Yeah.
She's like,
she's
better at talking than I am.
Yeah.
She knows everybody better than I do, where she can host a great girls episode we could have on here. And there's already people that have already said, hey, I want to be on.
Do you know what we could do on that show? We could have Grandma Chicken Eddie come in and teach all you women how to make cookies.
A baking segment.
A baking segment on fresh, not open up a packet and chop them. Actually make it here.
Crumble.
Okay, we are losing control of this show.
She could come in and all the women, she can show you guys how to make cookies from scratch. From scratch.
That would be great, but I'm pretty sure us women want to talk about the drivers in the pit.
No, I get it. You can do that.
We're not going to have a cooking show.
But how cool would that be? You're sitting there, you're stirring in the dough, and we got an oven in there.
Or she could come in and teach you guys to do it. So
I know how to make a cookie. I call Grandma Chicken Eddie.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you know how to make a cookie? I don't think so.
What is your favorite cookie that you eat? Because we got to get to know you a little bit. So what is your favorite cookie?
A nice soft like chocolate chip cookie or a molasses cookie.
Oh my God,
so
I'm so hungry now.
Remember the days of soft batch cookies? Do you remember those in the red packages? Yeah. Man, they were amazing.
Yeah, it's got to be something fresh. Like the problem with a lot of those is they have that fake taste to them, like the preservatives.
Yeah. So I think you were one of the serial killers a couple of weeks ago when we were talking. Weren't you one of the guys that say you like your strawberry Pop-Tarts? Was it you?
Brown sugar cinnamon.
Brown sugar cinnamon. That's right. For some reason, I thought it was you that liked the strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Ketchup on a hot dog.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Ketchup,
you nasty
relish,
ass.
Ketchup, mustard relish. You know.
Were you like punished as a kid and you were kind of forced to do that, so it stuck in your head now? Like, did they lock you in the basement and just give you a hot dog with ketchup and force you to eat it?
Yeah, just sometimes not even a bun. Not big on buns. Like,
yeah,
sloppy Joe, just throw it on a plate.
It's really weird. A lot of people told me after the show, actually at the track, our first night of racing, a lot of them said they like ketchup but hate tomatoes.
I'm not that way. I'll pull it right off the plant.
Yeah. Which makes no sense because tomato is the ketchup, you know, but a lot of people.
I'm the same. I'm that way.
Are you really?
I like ketchup and I don't like tomatoes.
Now, onions, like diced onions, okay.
Yeah.
But like slices of onion rings, do those all day.
That's awesome, dude. Jim Foose is at Fremont Speedway right now. Jim, how's it looking there? How's everything going? How's the weather? Does it look like they're going to get it in?
Give us a report.
Yes.
We could actually have him call in if you wanted. Video call.
So to get to know you a little more, of all the racetracks that you go around to, so if you're new to Kyle Carlson, Kyle is the guy that goes around in videos and posts it on his Facebook page or his YouTube page. What is your YouTube page?
It's the Pit Gate. Same thing on Instagram, and then we have the Pit Gate, which is the YouTube channel. So
if you want to watch some racing, because did you start this last year or the year before?
So I've been taking like little videos and stuff. And I would start me uploading them to Google.
Yeah.
So like if you Google pretty much any track around here,
the
pictures that come up and videos are me.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So, but they only let you do 30-second clips.
Yeah.
So I would have a whole race, but it'd be like 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. From there, I would put them on like different YouTube pages. Or Facebook pages. And, you know, they got popular, and then it was like, well, Foos was kind enough to invite me to come to Lorraine to the infield. So I got to see that. That was fun. And after that, I looked at it like, you know, there's so many photographers. And I kind of wanted to go and try a different route. I mean, the stuff that Foos does is just amazing. And it's like, I don't want to compete.
And they've been around, they've been doing it for so long, and they got so much respect in the racing community. You know, so it was, I don't remember the year because I don't want to say how old I am, but Jim Foose Sr., Chuck Chapman started at Lorraine doing the videos and stuff. They may have even started at Cloverleaf, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Chuck would have to tell us. But the videos nowadays are just important as the photos. So and listen, for a lot of times where you video from is very important. And you know that. You can see sometimes you catch the action right before it happens, man, which is great.
So the funny thing about that night at Lorraine, that was the night when, oh God, who was it? Way, I think, was basically Matt Wilson. They all went over
turn 3. Yeah.
And it was like, I was excited about being down there, but then part of me was like, I would have had that.
Yeah, you would have had that on video.
If I would have been in the stands doing my video, because that's right where I would have been at that point in time. I'm like,
So you're traveling, you know, last year you did a lot of traveling.
56 races.
Wow. So 56 races. Are you married?
No, I have a girlfriend, Brooke.
So what does your girlfriend Brooke think? Because she's like, man, are we staying home this weekend? Or she's all down for it.
Yeah, she's always there. Like, she wasn't able to get off work in time to come up here to sit in.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's always there. She helps. So like a few weeks ago, we were at Tyler County. They had Robbie DeVore was down there doing announcing. And he's like, yeah, they need an announcer. Like, if anybody wants to come up and try this, we got 2 features left. So it took me one full feature to convince her to record so I could go up there and try announcing. So I got to do that, and that was pretty fun.
Did you like that? Did you feel comfortable with announcing?
Yeah. Like, so it's not something that I could do like down there.
Yeah.
It's like 4-hour drive one way.
Could you ever see yourself doing that job though? Like announcing?
Possibly. There's so many good announcers.
Yeah.
Like, you got Jim Ballantyne, you've got the ones at Fremont, List Guy, and Attica, and all these places. So it's like, I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
One, but just, you don't realize how much it is like I went up there for one feature and I went down and did the interview after.
Yeah, yeah.
But to be on from hot laps all the way through to that very last feature when 12 people are in the stands. It's a lot.
It's exhausting, but it's entertaining too.
Yeah,
you know.
But you have to be on. You can't really just.
Rich Rankin taught me how to announce. He's so good at it, you know. But everybody finds their own style of announcing. You know, I finally got the opportunity to stop and listen to Brian Douglas opening night, and he did such a great job. And I finally got, you know, we're always going 100 mile an hour. We never stop and we listen. And so that night I got to listen, and he did really good. But everybody has their own style. So the hardest part about announcing is finding your style and the way you are descriptive to what you see out on the racetrack. And that's hard to do like this.
Yeah.
You know, you got to do it immediately. It's not, there's a quick thought. You see the wreck. And a lot of times Rich Rankin, man, I don't know how he did it, but a lot of times Rich Rankin knew the wreck was coming before the wreck happened. Now that's talent, man.
I kind of have that with like the video stuff. Cause like, you know, you're recording and you're watching, you know, you're recording whatever, but I could be looking over here watching whatever's going in 3 and 4 while
Dominic said you caught Vinny's flip at Sandusky.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, dude.
And like, you kind of see like, well, these guys are kind of getting a little rough. And, you know, this guy seems to be driving in deeper. You know, you just mentally kind of take note of these things from watching forever. And so you kind of like at Midway this past Saturday, I felt about useless at that track because like it seemed like in the beginning I was on everything. And then like as the night went on, it was like yellow flag. Oh, it's down here. Yellow flag. Oh, it's down here.
You're going to have those nights though, Kyle. You're going to have those nights. Have you had the opportunity to video yet from Paynesville?
When in years past,
Have you?
We've been up on the stands. And
so of all the tracks that you went to last year, which one was your favorite to go to?
I would have to say kind of a toss-up between like Lorraine and Sandusky.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, I mean, I love Sandusky. I grew up going.
Yeah.
So like
the racing at Lorraine is so competitive, man. It's like there's room for forgiveness at Lorraine. That's why I like it so much. And going to Paynesville, you know, I haven't been there in years. 30 years I haven't raced there, but going there, man, it really changes your attitude on racing because guys like Mike Henderson and Josh Way's got his kids. They got it figured out. Lou Hill, these guys have it figured out. So it kind of beats on you a little bit, you know, but Lorraine is so competitive. You know, it doesn't matter. You got 20 cars out there. You have no idea who's going to win. That's why I love Lorraine.
And you got good views too. Like it's nice and open. There's not a lot of poles. It's good for pictures and video, which some tracks it's really not.
How tough as a video guy? How tough is it to video dirt tracks, especially with all the dirt kicking up? Or is it most of the dirt tracks you go to take care of their track pretty well?
It's kind of a track to track thing. Like we went to Tyler County and that was the dustiest track I've ever been to. Worse than when they started Millstream back up. Yeah. Like I think I filled all the holes in my yard with the dirt that I brought home. Like
it was that much, huh?
Yeah, it was just.
Have you been to Deerfield?
Yeah, good raceway.
Is it pretty good track or?
Yeah, we haven't been in two or 3 years. They run the biggest thing that they run there is the front wheel drives.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, we can go see this or.
Yeah, I get it. Braden said, I have a question for Kyle. If there's something that you enjoy about recording the races, is there something that made you decide you wanted to start doing it? That made you start, liking it?
Is it gaining fans and subscribers, or is it just about the fun of recording?
Oh yeah, it's all that money. No, no. Like seeing the appreciation.
Yeah.
That everybody has for getting to see it. Because like not everybody's like you, for example, where Laura goes up in the stands and records you racing.
Yeah.
So they might not have somebody there to do that.
Right.
Or they might not get to see that. They see it from the driver's seat.
Yeah.
But they get to see what happens from a different perspective.
Yeah.
So a lot of that, and just it's fun. That was why I started doing pictures for like monster trucks and stuff.
Yeah.
Way back, because I'd go to the show, have a stack of 8x10s or 4x6s, and going through the autograph line, be like, here you go, and yeah, it's fun.
I mean, how many times after the races did we sit and watch his videos?
A lot. I think a lot of people. Yeah. What is your normal? So when you get done, you upload it. You don't. And here's something I need to tell people about, especially like our show and what you do. There's no money in this. You have to be a Logan Paul or a Dale Jr., Denny Hamlin. So we spend to do our podcast in a month, and I'm not going to hide this from people. We spend about $525 a month to do this show. Now that's with the streaming and all that stuff that you have to pay for, the internet, all that stuff. So it's about $525 a month. We don't make that. We don't make that. I don't even think we make the 25 yet. You know what I mean? So it'll get there to a point, but none of us do that. We do this because we enjoy it. We do it to help the racetracks. We do it to help the drivers, especially the drivers, because the drivers around here deserve the recognition.
Yeah.
I've always said, especially here at Paynesville, I think Paynesville drivers are the toughest drivers in this part of the country. I'll put these drivers against any driver down south, and most likely a Paynesville driver is going to win. And I put that in with the Barberton drivers, and I mean everybody into one. So you take a Paynesville driver, a Barberton driver, Midvale, Lorain, Sandusky, you take them down south to where all those big money guys are racing. I believe our guys here could beat them. Because we all grew up in hard-nosed racing, and it's aggressive racing. There's no weakness in this, especially racing at Paynesville, especially at Midvale with the way they have corners. And Barberton, man, Barberton was rough, man.
We only got to go, I think, once, maybe twice, but that was a neat little track. It was so crazy how like narrow it is, and just
Columbus
like paperclip.
Columbus Speedway kicked my ass. We went down there in a sprint car many years ago, and I just decided, hey, I want to jump in a sprint car, and we bought a sprint car and we took it to Columbus. And about lap 15 of a 50 lapper, I took my neck brakes off and I threw it in the damn track for a caution because I could not believe how much it was beating on our bodies, man. I got out of that car, I couldn't move.
You cheating son of a bitch.
But at Columbus, it was pretty much open all the way around. You just lifted a little bit, but you were pretty much open all the way around the damn track. And there was no cautions. We were single file. And I said, I can't take it anymore. I took my neck brace off and threw it up in the air, man. And they come down, is everything all right? I'm like, yeah, I don't know how my neck brace came off. But I think they knew I threw it out to get the caution. The promoter was probably, one of the knuckles was probably like, thank God we got a caution.
Yeah.
So.
Competition yellow.
Man, it was.
Jim's got a good idea. You could try selling cookies to pay for your podcast.
Yeah, Jim, I might have to get with Dominic's mom and set up a kitchen in here so I can start making some money selling. The problem is I'm going to eat more so the damn.
He's going to eat the profits.
Exactly. It's never
so I'm telling you, she needs to make a bunch of cookies next time she comes back and give them to the drivers and fans, and people are going to fall in love with them. Watch Dominic go. They were just Nestle Toll House cookies. I'll choke them. I swear to God, I'll choke them. Talking about Paynesville a little bit. We did get rained out last weekend, but there's some things that we need to talk about. So the first thing would be I went out and I practiced, and I was in the one practice you said I was fifth fastest.
Yes.
And I got so excited that I said, during qualifying, I'm going to go out and listen, the show ain't about me. It's about everybody else. And this is how I'm trying to lead everybody else. So I'll start with everybody else and go back to me. So guys like Mike Henderson, Earl Goldie, especially Earl, who's helped me quite a bit, telling me to slow down. My brain does not. So when I raced at Lorain, I was winning. Went to Sandusky, I was winning. And I just can't, my brain cannot connect with the gas pedal right now. I come off the corner, I try to slam it to the floor. If I ease off, then I slow down. So I'm trying to get the car to where it needs to be. But these guys like Mike Henderson, I had fun racing against his son, Jacob. Him and I had a blast up front. I think I had a blast. And then
You're talking about 2 weeks ago.
yeah, 2 weeks ago, not last weekend. We'll get to this coming weekend. But I had a blast. I haven't been in that track, haven't raced that track in 30 years. And I won quite a bit when I was racing at Painesville when I was younger. I won a lot. So it kind of beats on your soul. And all you drivers that are watching right now, all you guys that haven't raced in a long time, like I would like to see Jeff Kokich get back into a car. That would be pretty cool for me. Paul Golf has a car sitting there. It really takes a toll on you if you haven't been there in so long, because it's not the same technology. It's so different.
Yeah, smaller rivets.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping the big rivets because the way I'm bouncing off things, I need big rivets to hold them panels on. Kyle, I need them. Trust me. But, you know, I was sitting there a couple weeks ago and I'm watching these guys out there, and you watch guys like Lou Hill Jr. who's going around there. And then Matt Wilson comes there last week, and I think he set fast time. Was it Matt Wilson fast time?
No. Lou Hill.
Lou Hill was Jr.? Okay.
Yeah, Lou Hill Jr.
But you watch these guys, you watch guys like Matt Wilson, who you've watched race everything around here.
Yeah.
And they make it look so easy, you know, and I can't stand not doing well. I'm so competitive that I can't stand it. So you watch these guys and they want to help. Mike Henderson offers help. Earl offers help. But if I keep getting these guys' help, I'm never going to learn.
Yeah.
But these guys been doing it for so freaking long that they make it look easy. So in that week one, man, I learned a lot. I learned so much that week one, which coming from, I had a great run at Midvale. I had a fantastic run at Midvale last year until I got in the wall by myself and took myself out. So that was a confidence booster coming in this year. And then you go to Painesville and you get your ass handed to you.
You did great though. You broke out of your time. So
Which I don't understand, which I didn't understand because the clock's not wrong. The clock's not going to lie.
Yeah.
It ain't like in olden days where there was a stopwatch and that. Clock's not going to lie. But the green come out and I took off and I break out of my qualifying time, but I hit the same marks, running the same line, doing all that stuff. So these guys like little Joshua Way, Mike Henderson, and I know I'm forgetting guys that are running with me, but Noah Davis, that's a perfect example. I'm glad you brought that up. Noah Davis and I had pretty much a close time. And you watch him out there, he's flawless. This young kid is flawless, man, going around there. Yeah, I think he had a couple issues last Saturday, but he was running around there flawless. And seeing him do that, and I can't catch him, and it's like, son of a bitch, man. I want to get, so it kind of, as a driver, it kind of gets to you after a while. Yeah. So we pulled the car in last week. Zach and I were here till like 1 o'clock in the morning. I checked every nut, every bolt, rescaled it, did everything. And the car was a lot better, but it still wasn't there. So I got to give all these guys that go out there and they do good props because they've done their homework. Painesville's not the easiest track to run.
Well, especially when you see these guys that can run the second groove.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like if you can run that, you just focus on the second groove. You're going to go by everybody.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, like Barberton, I used to watch Mark Lucius and them. They go around Barberton on the outside, and I'm like, holy crap, man! And they made it look easy.
Yeah,
they made it look really easy. I'm getting to that point now where like I'm bringing the car in this week. I'm going to go through it again. I bought some new things to try, but I'm trying. But yeah, I know Mike Henderson gets a little irritated with me because he really wants to see me do good because I've known Mike since we were kids. He was a kid. Yeah. But we all want to help, man. But it's fun there seeing everybody walking around Painesville Speedway smiling again. Mm-hmm. It's nice seeing the driver smiling. The little heated disagreements and stuff like that. It's fun to see that again over there. So I think it's going to get better. over there. I just don't know with the classes how they're going to grow, and I want them to grow. I want them to do better. I want Painesville to succeed, but the drama already with this being done this week, but not this week and that week, it's gonna start pissing people off. And I had a statement made to me today that this is the Painesville Speedway show, and I want to clear this up. This is not the Painesville Speedway show. This show was done because I enjoy racing all around, all kinds of racing. I'm just like you, Kyle. I enjoy the racing. And that's why I'm glad you're here, so we can talk about all kinds of racing. But this is not the Painesville Speedway show. This is the Painesville Speedway driver show, fan show. The drivers can say what they want. The fans can say what they want. Painesville Speedway can say what they want. Yeah. But I got a little irritated today when I had somebody who's a friend that pulled me aside and said, hey, the Painesville Speedway show has got to stop, man. This is about all of us, which they're right. Yeah. But go ahead.
You did also say that you have extended offers to other people from other tracks, and
sure have.
Nobody has taken you up on that offer, which you also had, his name is...
We had Jason Deal on here for Barberton.
Yeah. So, which was a great interview, man. Yeah. Jason was a great interview.
Yeah. So, I mean...
We want to get, what's his name from his podcast? What's his name? I can't think of his name. Chad Wise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we want to get Chad on here because Chad's actually pretty funny. If you watch his podcast, he's such a great guy. So I do want to get him in here and start talking, because just like all the racetracks, we all got to work together in the media too. I'm more worried about being a media guy than anything else. I want to promote positive racing. And that's why you and I were talking before going on air. You possibly come to work for us. You go do some racetracks. Like I said, I had a young kid that we were talking to over here, but he got a little scared when I said to him, your job at the racetrack is to get in. I want people to see the passion of this sport. And I'm going to use Josh Way for an example. When Josh Way wins a race, or if he gets crashed out or he's in a crash, or whatever, you get the same Josh Way. Yeah. When he gets out of that car after winning, he's just as pumped and theatrical as he is if he's in a crash. So I told the guy that I was interviewing he would be my Painesville Speedway guy. On Saturday night, you go to Painesville Speedway, you are the Jerry Patrick media guy. Yeah. And he goes, I can't get in the middle of these guys when they're fighting and arguing.
It can be daunting. So, for example, we went to Sandusky for, I think it might have been, it was either High Miler or Cavalcade. I think it was High Miler. But we went back in the pits. So I had this idea. I'm like, I'm going to go around, I'm going to talk to guys and get their memories, like a favorite moment, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because with the uncertainty at that point with the track.
Yeah.
And everything, it was like, this would be neat to have. But yeah, it can be like kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm sitting there going, like, do I sound stupid? I'm like, I got a YouTube channel.
But you don't, because that's life today. You know what I mean? That's life today.
So once I kind of got like a couple of guys under my belt, and I was like, okay, yeah, we can do this. And,
it's become such life to us, YouTube or TikTok or Facebook. To me, is kind of fading away. It's kind of like MySpace. We all can see Facebook kind of finally dying off. That people still go on there, and it seems like Facebook now is becoming a place to complain. You go on there, you complain, boom, you move on to the next thing. But YouTube and all that has become the way of life. TikTok has become the way of life.
Everybody's so, like me, for example, I work a full-time job at Whirlpool.
Yeah.
And then I would go work at O'Reilly's.
Yeah.
So like, I need like a 30-hour day. I need more than 24 hours.
Yeah.
But like, YouTube is perfect for me because I can sit here and watch this 10-minute video. I can watch this video, this video, this video, when there's no way I'd be able to see all this stuff.
Yeah.
If it was on like regular TV or things like that. It's just, it's so convenient.
Tony said he's late to the show. So Tony's bowling on Tuesday nights. I was going to have Tony sitting next to you tonight, but Tony had to go bowling. Now, bowling is huge around here. I don't know about where you are in Bellevue or Sandusky area. Is bowling big in Sandusky?
I don't think.
That's like one bowling alley over by Cedar Point.
That's it?
Yeah, Fremont's
Yeah.
got one. And that's,
Yeah. It's not,
You see the Neubauers, don't they have their kids like in some kind of
oh yeah,
yeah, they're
yeah.
into it.
like bowling tournaments and
They're
stuff
like
like that?
freaking college professionals, man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, I think my average score is like a 70. The more I drink, the better I get. So I get better as I drink more.
Yeah, I'm excited to hit 100. Like, woohoo.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're a pretty good bowler. You're a decent
No,
bowler.
not. I'm terrible.
I thought you're pretty good at bowling.
Hey,
Like
when the
I
bumpers
said,
are up.
I'm
That
happy.
was just gonna
I
say.
hit 100. 100.
When they put them bumpers
Yeah.
up, Laura, I'm getting strikes.
Yep.
But yeah, you know, with Painesville Speedway, and I just wanted to keep going down the path, you know, and it seemed like a different. I just want it to be successful.
Yeah.
And drivers would be in their shop. Drivers are showing up. The fans are showing up. There's a pretty good out there.
Freaking freezing,
It was freezing cold.
snowing that morning.
The weather's supposed to be nice this weekend. The weather's going to show a lot at Paynes. I think there's going to be a lot of fans. I don't know how the situation is going to be, but I think there's going to be a lot of fans this weekend.
I think that's where we're leaning to mainly right now. I mean, we do have a bunch of options, and obviously you gotta look at the weather. But yeah, I think we'll probably.
And the weather's has been our enemy.
like 8.
Wow,
Last
it's
year.
that bad.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
What was that
it's.
big race they had to cancel? The
They had
World of
yeah.
Outlaws. Like they had to cancel it, not reschedule, cancel it.
Wow. And that's
Well,
a big money loss for them too, because those races keep that place going. You know, people don't realize that, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they lease it from the fairgrounds, don't they? Or do the fairgrounds run it?
I'm not sure how that works.
I wish Foose was here. Foose knows. Foose knows everything.
Well, like Farmer owns Fremont.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they do it for.
Yeah. But it's the money that it takes to put on those big races. But Fremont or Attica, on those beautiful days during speed weeks and stuff like that, you can't get a seat.
Yeah.
You know, and they're charging what, $20 to get in?
See, people were complaining about, well, why do they start so early? It's like, well, have you seen pictures from the March races that they do get in when they do get them in? Like,
Yeah.
they're lined up. Like, if I wouldn't have to work at O'Reilly's, I would literally leave Whirlpool and go right there just so I can get a decent spot.
What do you do at Whirlpool?
Run a powder coat booth.
Oh, do you really?
Yep.
I was about to blame you for my refrigerator dying. No, I'm kidding, dude. My refrigerator didn't die.
My cousin works at Whirlpool.
Your cousin? Who's your cousin?
Joyce.
Oh, she does? Oh, I didn't know that. Do you know Joyce? Because I'm sure there's like one Joyce in the whole place. I know you know her. You know Joyce.
Oh my gosh.
Laura's
You just-
cousin.
Stop it.
Let's say I did know a Joyce at work. I think she's retired, but
So last year, of all the races you went to recording, what's one of the worst wrecks you had that you watched?
I would say so. That one from Lorraine was
Yeah.
pretty gnarly.
Chicken Eddie crashing at Sandusky was
yeah,
pretty.
Chicken Eddie. There was a couple at Waynesfield that
Yeah.
those sprint cars, man. They just
That's crazy, man.
yeah.
Our friend Nash, who's going to start a podcast here in our studio, he's going to be he's a sprint car driver. Nash Gurkey, he's going to come in, talk about dirt racing and stuff like that. But being young like that, it doesn't affect him. When you're older, man, when you crash on a sprint car like that, you can't move, man. But the next thing I want to move on to, and we'll get back to more Painesville Speedway talk here in a moment, is big controversy, but not. So the other day, our friends over at Midvale, Kim Smart and Randy Smart, Kim made a post, which I wholeheartedly agree with. but I also want you to see the picture of a recent, and then we're gonna talk about this. But I understand why you need your kids in the pits, because some people don't have babysitters or anything. Plus, you want your kids next to you.
I've actually put the post.
Why don't you come over? Can you come over here and read it?
That or some of them run like the juice box.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I just want you to be heard. That's all.
all-inclusive package.
It's not going to follow me. The camera's not going to follow me. I want to be heard, damn it. I want to be heard.
All right, go ahead.
It's fine. So I'll read this. This post may ruffle some feathers for those that spend Saturday nights with us at the track, specifically in the pits. But here's a little pit etiquette 101. In reality, it comes down to everyone's safety. Things in the pits are out of hand, period. The pits is not a safe place to let your children run around unattended. As a parent, it's your job to keep your children safe. In fact, you're required to keep your kids with you in the pits every time you sign them in. Race cars have the right of way, always. Tow trucks and EMS have the right of way, always. Pedestrians do not ever have the right of way. Children are not permitted and should not be in tech or on pit road against the fence. It's not a safe place. I agree with that 100%. When walking through the pits, down pit road, or cruising on your golf cart, walk or drive on one side or another. Don't be that person blocking the middle and being in the way of the race cars and tow trucks. You all know how annoying that is in the grocery store, but this is way more crucial. Stay out of the way. Last night, I watched a small child, 5 to 6 years old, run between the race cars, right out in front of a truck and enclosed trailer, trying to exit the pits. His other small friend was running along beside this truck and trailer. It was dark. My heart freaking stopped once again because these boys' parents were nowhere to be found. This happens at least once a night in the pits. Please do better. When the mod wreck happened last night, the tow trucks had to react quickly, but they can't because kids, adults, and all their friends were running out in front of the trucks in every direction, keeping them from getting on the track. Do better. Be aware. You do not have the right of way. Safety is and always will be our first priority. And that's from Kim Smart, one of the owners of Midvale.
Now, as a racer, as a father, as a family man, we all want our kids. Oh, it took Laura. Look at that.
Oh, hey, it's something loves me.
We all want our kids in the pits. First of all, you might, like I said, you might not have a babysitter or anything, but we have to be honest with each other 100%. It's a matter of time before one of them get hit. It's a matter of time. And no racetrack owners are focused on their drivers and their fans, entertaining them. They don't need an insurance claim, and they don't need your kid hurt. And I don't think she's saying that all the kids in the pits need to not be there. I think what she's saying is the parents need to be a little bit more responsible. So if you come there with your wife or whoever, they should be watching the kids running around.
It's not a playground.
It's really not.
Yeah, and that's what I think some parents, maybe they're thinking, some parents use it as, okay, we're here, go have fun.
Yeah.
Just let the kids go run around when it's dangerous.
And the thing is, from a driver standpoint, if we don't have a babysitter or we don't have someone there to watch, we have to watch our kids, because nobody wants to look over and see their kid get hit by a race car. Like she said, a hauler, because you can't react. First of all, you come off a track, the cars, I know they're supposed to be going slow, but they don't. And I heard Midvale one time, and they may do it all the time. I heard Midvale scream across the radio, slow your asses down in the pits.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
So Midvale's it's not something new. They try to do everything they can to prevent your child from being hit by a car, but there's only so much they can do. And that's every racetrack. You know, at Painesville, you come off the backstretch, you go down, and for the most part, every driver, unless they lose their temper, they go down there pretty slow. But there's always drivers and pit crew that are crossing, working on their cars, doing that.
Some of the tracks don't even have the best setup for coming off the track either.
And what happens if there's a stuck throttle or something and your kid's not paying attention? So I think what she really is just trying to tell you is, don't let your kid be that statistic. We haven't had knock on wood, we haven't had something bad happen to your child. But man, just please take it serious what she's saying, because I'm going to tell you from my experience, It's going to take one child getting seriously hurt at a racetrack, and they will not be allowed back into pits anymore. Now, you can say, if I can't bring my kids, I can't race. It's at that point, so be it. The track is not going to change. First of all, they have no say. The insurance company tells you. Yeah. And that day is going to come if someone gets it. And what happens at this track happens to A, B, C, D, and E's track too.
Just look, what was it? Maybe 6 weeks ago, where adults going to the scene of a wreck hit together on the four-wheelers, and then the one guy ended up dying.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't
know
what the status of the other guy is. I mean, he was
messed up. Yeah, he was messed up.
Yeah. And that's adults doing what they were supposed to be doing. You know.
And I'm not speaking on behalf of the tracks right now. She said what she said, and every track owner should listen to what she said. They need to read that over and over again because she nails it in that post. I'm speaking from a racer standpoint, a dad standpoint. Watch your kids.
We should be lucky that kids are allowed in the pits because back in the day, as you guys know, you could not go in the pits if you were a child.
Yeah.
So now that things have slowly changed where, okay, we'll let kids in at a lesser fee. You know, it helps a lot of families.
Yeah.
But then here we're in that situation where okay, you're going to take your eyes off your kids and they could get killed. I mean.
And Brooke has a point. The kid standing right on the fence is bad too. How many cars do we see at the fence? And you see the announcers all the time. Saying, get your kids off the fence. Why does the announcer have to tell your kid to get off the fence?
Midvale or Midway last Saturday, multiple times. And the parents are just sitting there. It's like,
yeah.
You know,
as a parent, you look at it and you go, hey, tell your kid to move.
Like they literally give the description of the child that's right there.
Yeah.
And they just sit on their butt on their launcher.
But so, you think about like Daytona International Speedway years ago when Jeff Bodine bounced off the fence and a bunch of people got hurt from flying debris. Do you know a lot of people stand at that fence?
Yeah.
Especially with 3 laps to go, people get down to that fence. By that time, security's tired. They're exhausted. They're not existent.
Owasso, Saturday.
So, yeah, let's talk about that leading to what we're talking about. Go ahead.
Owasso Speedway, I think it was like the second lap. Guy's throttle sticks, hits the wall. He goes up, and he's in the catch fence. He took down some of the catch fence.
Yeah.
Totally destroyed the car. But it's like...
We talked about it for going on air. That guy wasn't even going that day. That was a last-second decision for him to go.
I've seen video of that wreck from like people that were standing there. And I mean, kudos to the owner of Owasso, all the money they put into that facility.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some tracks that if that would have happened there, that car is going in the sands.
Yeah.
Like it
would have. Absolutely. And then the other guy at Jennerstown over the back wall.
And thankfully nobody was. That's not a spot where people are.
Yeah.
But people see this stuff and they still do it. That's what kind of blows my mind.
Yeah.
It's like, this can happen. Even stick guys for like dirt racing. I can't stand them. Like, they tell everybody to stand back from the fence, but these guys are there with their little sticks trying to communicate to the driver. It's like, let the driver do their thing.
Yeah.
Get back. Like, let's.
What did Jared say? You took it off.
He made a great point. The adults are just as bad, being clueless in situational awareness, unfortunately. And I'm glad he said. I was going to say that too. We're not just talking about kids.
Yeah.
Imagine being on the track, and you're in a situation where you're struggling and you're waiting for the ambulance to come out or the tow truck, and they can't get out there because they're waiting on people just to cross by in front of them.
Yeah.
We have to remember that this is not like in the regular street. We don't have the right of way. If you get hit, if you walk in front of a race car, they're going to hit you because sometimes they can't react in time.
Well, some of those pits are so dark too.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, like how pitch black some of these places are.
It's true. You can't see people.
The nice thing is the first
a little kid, there's no way.
The nice thing is the first week of racing at Painesville, it was starting to get dark, and we already had our feature done. So the lights in, so you could still see. But Chris said there are people bringing the kids into the. I lost it.
There are people bringing their kids into the pits and don't even race. Should be 16. He's saying people come in again that are spectators. They're not associated with the race team.
And listen, the tracks have their hands tied because the tracks want to accommodate the families.
Yes.
Every racetrack wants to accommodate you and your family. They want you there. They understand that it's hard to get babysitters and it's expensive to have babysitters. So the racetracks understand that. But at some point, and I've experienced it, there's going to be a claim at a racetrack that's going to put that racetrack out of business. Yep. There's going to be a claim. And there's no forgiveness for that. And it affects everybody else that's racing also. So for Kim Smart to finally have enough and say something, and this is at the beginning of the year. So you've been warned. So if you and your race team or your family gets thrown out of a racetrack because the kids are running around like idiots, you've been warned.
And we've noticed that some of the tracks that we've been to, they have like little playgrounds and stuff on the grandstand side. And it's like, stuff like that's nice. It's like, why not?
Yeah.
Utilize.
So a lot of racetracks, and so many, many years, what I would do is at a racetrack is I would bring bouncy houses and stuff in.
Yeah.
Well, we get sued for that. So now racetracks that bring bouncy houses in and stuff like that, they're doing it at their own risk. Now, Johnny's on the bouncy house, jumps on another kid, breaks their arm, breaks their leg, hurts them. Those families sue the racetrack.
Yeah.
All the racetrack was trying to do is accommodate your kids to have a good time, and you as a mom, while dad's racing or doing something, have a great time. But it always ends up in a lawsuit somehow. Yeah. It always does with the bouncy houses and stuff. So racetracks that still do it, they're still taking a chance of doing it. What did Gary Horse say? I need to know what he said.
He said that back in the 70s, his wife wasn't even allowed in the pits.
Ah, the good old days, Gary.
Is that serious?
No, he's dead serious. He is not. But
so women weren't allowed in the pits? Or
no, they weren't. Women or kids. Kids weren't even thought about in the pits back then.
Just drivers and crews.
That was it, drivers and crews. Now, if you think about this back in those days, and we need to have this conversation, we're not being mean. We're not picking on women or kids or anything like that. We're just stating the way it used to be. Racetrack owners back then were hard-nosed racetrack owners. Yeah. And they would say, hey, this ain't the place to come screw around. Your husband, your boyfriend, they come here to race. They're trying to win races. Things get out of hand. Things get thrown. Race cars get throttle stuck. This is not the place for your wife and kids to be on there. But times have changed over the years. And now the wives are more involved in racing than they were back then.
Kids race a lot younger now.
Yeah. And honestly, I'll let you read Michelle's thing here in a second, but I got to say this comment. I'm kind of blamed of that a little bit because many moons ago when I was at Sandusky, ASA came to me and said, hey, we need to get this young kid in the car. And I stopped following this kid. I need to find out how he's doing.
Was it Sandusky or at Mansfield?
First of all, it was at Sandusky. We ran the ASA late models. Okay. And I can't think of his name who ran it. Don something. Him and his brother ran them. Just a kid by the name of Reed Sorensen, 12, 13 years old. Hey, can we let him race on the tracks? Man, you know what? Yeah, he can race. So we let him race at Sandusky in the ASA series. And Landon Castle, who became one of my favorite drivers, and he didn't get the breaks that he wanted, but Landon Castle, Laura, tell you, I followed him for many years because he wanted to win. He had the passion to win. And those guys, so I had Reed Sorensen, Landon Castle, Joey Logano, Brad Kozlowski. I allowed these guys to race at Mansfield in ASA. There's a couple more of the drivers that I'm not thinking of that I got together with Steve that owned ASA and insurance companies. And I said, it's a different world. Jeff Gordon changed this world. And a lot of you guys that are watching right now know that Jeff Gordon changed it back then. Jeff Gordon, 13, 14 years old, driving around sprint cars, beating Steve Kinsler and all those guys. So all these parents thought that their kid can do it.
They were the next Jeff Gordon.
Yeah. They all thought they were the next Jeff Gordon. But Landon Castle, I remember watching him at Mansfield, and kid was flawless. Joey Logano, they were flawless. So the times have changed. So I kind of blame myself a little bit for starting that whole thing. Now down south, they were already kind of doing it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I took it the extra mile and I allowed 12, 13-year-old kids to drive in the ASA series because they already raced somewhere else.
And that's what's funny about like how NASCAR does it. So like there was a guy in the truck series. Because he didn't turn 18 soon enough, he couldn't run certain tracks. But it's like he's ran all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like it was just so silly just because of his birthday. It's like clearly he's capable.
Or wasn't there a time when the kid, like younger people, couldn't race in the Winston Cup series because it was sponsored by Winston?
That is correct. You got to be 18 years old.
Yeah.
Back in those, you had to be 18. And I think so Michelle Lawson, I don't mean to get off subject. Michelle Lawson said, Jerry, Blake and Joshua both were fined $100 each because they said they were going too fast down pit road. Is that Midvale? I think it might be Midvale.
I don't know.
But again, the point of what Kim is saying at the end of the day, we're allowing this to happen right now against our better judgment. I don't want to tell a driver you can't come in with your kids because he's going to stay home. Because that road we were just traveling down was, hey, your wife is involved in racing now. She comes out in the garage and helps you with the car. She gets the kids ready. You guys come to the track, you open the cooler up, the kids eat. We don't want that to stop. Me as a promoter, I don't want that to stop. I want your family in the pits. But I'm telling you guys, mark my words, I'm telling you, if you don't get a grip on your kids acting like morons in the pits, it's going to stop. It's going to come to a stop. And at the racetrack, one child gets hurt in a pit, it'll be done. You're going to be back in the stands and the wife ain't going to be back there and everything else. So we're just trying to get ahead of it. Kim is trying to warn you and say, I'm trying to warn you and say, before somebody's child gets hurt, and listen, us drivers, I'll use Painesville for an example. Us drivers know everyone in the pits. I know everybody in the pits. If I don't know you, I've seen you, I've talked to you, I may have had a conversation with you, but I know your family. I know your kids. I see you at Walmart. I see you at the racetrack. I see you everywhere. I don't want your kid getting hurt. I see how much you love your child.
Just being the person that has to live with, being the one that hit him.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Many years ago, we had a bad wreck at Lorraine, and Don Clement went in the grandstands, and a good friend of ours, I shouldn't say good friend, but a racer of ours lost his mother in that. Scotty Wild lost his mother in that. That didn't just affect Scotty. That affected all of us because we've known Scotty for years. We all are in the pits. We laughed. Scotty had a great sense of humor. I think Scotty Wild was one of the funniest guys I've raced with. See his mom. She used to enjoy listening to me announce. She would say hi to me or to anybody. She was very friendly. Everybody got along with her. And that you couldn't have stopped it. There's nothing you could have done that night to stop it. It was God's plan that night, and there's nothing you can do. But that incident affected all of us as drivers. Mentally, it affected all of us because now you have poor Don, whose car landed in the stands. How do you think he feels on what happened, his family on what happened? Now you have all the drivers that got to be there to comfort Scotty through everything he's been through. Our generation, meaning my generation, we've been through a lot with stuff like that, with stuck throttles and things like that, and guys getting seriously hurt. Michelle Durst's uncle passed away in the infield at Lorraine, died of a heart attack in the infield. So we all been through that. Why are we wanting to set ourselves up for failure? Yeah. So just watch your kids a little bit more. Dirt track racing, this is what scares me about sprint cars. How many times have you and I watched a sprint car tumble and go over that damn 30-foot catch fence on there? When it's that time, it's that time.
Wasn't there a guy that tumbled into like a dumpster?
Yeah, at the Chili Bowl, the guy flipped, went over the fence, landed in the damn dumpster. That's when you know it's time to go home. Brian Dolan said, how many times at Lorraine before they put the wall up?
In 1 and 2.
In 1 and 2, the doll stands against the fence. And they did stand right there, dude.
Right at a sign that says, do not stand here.
He's right, 100%. But if they got hurt, the first thing out of her mouth is, I'm suing the racetrack. So we want, as myself, as a promoter, I'm telling you, we want you in the pits. We want your families in the pits. But you have to understand, it is now. This is the time. Tonight, during this show, after reading Kim's comments, this is your warning from all racetracks. Some racetracks don't want to speak up like Kim did, but I'm glad she did, because even before she spoke up, Chris Genovese and we were talking about it. There are some kids that are there running to the pits that I see stop really quick because a race car is coming. And one time that race car driver is not going to be able to stop.
Slip. I mean,
exactly.
You're in dirt, gravel.
Actually, I was proud of Braden for, I think it was qualifying, maybe. There were some kids sitting on the wall right there in turn 4, right where he stands. And he said, you guys got to go. You cannot be sitting. You're in front of this yellow line. And he told those kids to go, and they did. Yeah. So, I mean, at least the track is, tracks are enforcing the safety aspect of it.
Chris said racers come in a little pissed off for whatever reason, are not paying attention to kids. Yeah. And that's a true statement. Guys are focused. So let's take a guy that his car, he was leading the race and something happened to his car and he had to drop out and go. He's pissed off. Or somebody hit him and knocked him out of the lead. He's pissed off. He's not coming down there looking for kids running across pit road. He's focused. He's mad that this guy just pushed him out of the way and he accidentally hit somebody's kid. It's going to start a shitstorm.
Or if it's a hot pit where like you can go through and change your tire, you're rushing to get to your pit quickly to change your tires. They're not looking for kids.
Yeah,
you're
never.
In a hurry.
They even had the incident with the 2 late models where the guy came in. There was the late model. They were servicing the car, working on the right rear. He was mad at the guy because they got together on the track, and he literally ran into the car, knocked the car into the 2 crew guys. Oh. One dude ended up with 8 staples in his head.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Just stupid stuff happens.
You can never predict the temper of a driver. The most calmest driver will lose his shit if he's mistreated on the track. And it's part of it. And I make a joke, and it's not a joke, but it's a joke. I make a joke that if you're going to fight, you want a free pit pass, fight on in front of the grandstands. You do in the pits.
Why don't you take notes, Jerry?
Yeah, no, I know. I screwed up. I screwed that up on night 1. That was a fail on night 1. But we cannot react fast enough to a child. So all we're simply saying is, I think, so what happened back in the day, and a lot of the veterans that are listening right now will understand this. Back in the day, pit teams watched everybody. Back then, everybody watched everybody. If there were kids in the pits and they were acting like it, you didn't get mad at me for telling, like Michelle Lawson, a perfect example. Michelle Lawson's the type of woman that will tell you, sit your ass down, young man.
Yes, she will.
Don't run to these pits. That's Michelle Lawson. She's not doing it because she's trying to make you mad or get your kid upset. She's doing it because you don't want your kid hurt. And you better sit your kid down because Michelle ain't going to tell you twice. So a lot of that needs to come back, where you're not going to get mad at this guy, like Michael Henderson. He don't like to yell. But if Michael Henderson yells at your kid for running across the pits, there's a reason why he's doing it. Don't come at him after racing and go, man, you shouldn't be yelling at my kid. Well, maybe your kid shouldn't be here at the end of the day. So if it takes somebody like Mike Henderson to lose his temper, then so be it. But I think what needs to start happening this weekend is all the teams need to start working together, and there needs to be an understanding. And I know there's going to be the one guy that says, you yell at my kid, I'm going to do this. Well, then your kid's going to be the one that probably ends up getting hurt. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to say, oh, if you're going to yell at my kid, I'm not going to come here and race, then you're the problem. Don't say that. What you should say is, hey, we're here at the racetrack. We come through this gate, act professional. Yeah. Don't run around here. If you kids want to run around here, go out front, and I'll have mom come watch you up there. But then mom's going to get mad because mom wants to be back in the pits. But stop taking everything so personal when all they're trying to do is save it. And I'm telling you, and this will be the last time I say this, it's going to take one child getting seriously hurt, and there will be no kids allowed in the pit. So this is why I'm telling you. I'm looking right at you and telling you this. If you don't want kids to stop coming into the pits, if you want your child there with you, helping you, starting this Saturday, whatever track you race at, take it serious and watch each other's kids. Mom, I'm going to elect Michelle Lawson right now. You need to be the disciplinarian. I can't say the word.
Disciplinarian.
Yeah, that person of Painesville Speedway with kids.
I could see her walking around with like a big ruler. She's gonna spank the shit out of these kids. Get your ass back to the pit. Damn, I could totally see her.
Michelle putting, like, you got to wear a tag number, what car you're with, so she could drag you by your ear back to your car.
Who's this one belong to?
I'll nominate her.
She looks on her shirt, 16. Let me take your ass right back to 16 and yell at them.
She would.
But somebody, it needs to happen. Every track needs somebody to say, hey, listen, not trying to be mean, but you need your kids to settle down, or they're just not going to be allowed in here. And I did have somebody message me the other day, and I don't want to say their name because I don't know if I'm allowed to say their name, but they said they cannot come to the track without their kids. They need their kids there because they don't have a babysitter.
I think it was on one of our posts too.
They direct messaged me too.
But yeah, we totally.
And I get it. I totally get it. So if you don't want that to ever happen, where you can't bring your kids, help be a part of the solution. The part of the solution is everybody working together and saying, hey, this is not the place. Go up front and play over there and then come back through. But I just got this bad feeling that something bad is going to happen this year. And Kim sees it too. Kim sees the way these kids are, because it's probably hasn't been this bad in a long time with kids. Did Painesville, I didn't pay attention. Did Painesville have a lot of kids back there?
Yes, I saw a lot on Saturday. I did. A lot of kids running around, and yeah, I did.
Well,
yeah, I know, right?
Bunny Weeks. I said Michelle Lawson should take control of the kids in the pits, and Bunny Weeks says as long as she can bring her Stanley mug,
she'll whack him over the head.
Michelle ain't afraid to hit you with a Stanley Cup. I've seen it. She ain't afraid to whack you, man. So, in all seriousness, so we can move on from it. Just starting this week, when you get to the track this week, if you want to keep kids coming in the pits and stuff like that, let's take a little bit more serious before someone gets hurt. And think about this. Scott put a lot into this track. Him and his family have put up a lot to go racing, to open this facility back up. Let's not let them lose it for something stupid we could have prevented. So just this week, just watch out and make sure your kids are being. And then Gary Orr is saying back in the 70s, you know what? This is why I love Gary, because he says it the way it is. Yeah. Back in the 70s, it really wasn't like that. Because I started going, my dad took us to Painesville Speedway, I would say about 1976, 77, somewhere in there, we started going. And he's right. It was just drivers and crew members back there. My dad raced a couple times, and my brother Jeff and I go, can we go back and pit? They wouldn't let us back there. You were not allowed back there. When we have Nick and Rich on, Laura, we have to get with them to find out when it started transitioning, because I'm sure Nick was running a track where he can know when it started transitioning.
When I was going to Sandusky as a kid, the only time I got to go up to drivers and stuff was when they had an autograph session on the front stretch.
Yeah.
When I raced in 03, 04, whatever it was, after the races, they would open the pits up.
Yeah.
But I don't even, as a younger kid in the 80s, I don't even recall them opening the pits up after the races.
Yeah.
Like, you went home, they did their thing, and that was that.
So Painesville used to do it like that too. So Painesville wouldn't let you back there. The kids are normally coming to after the checker flag flew. And the line to get back there was huge. Like, all the kids wanted to go back there and see their favorite driver after racing and stuff. So it was so cool to see that happening. And now there's so many kids in the pits now that you don't see that at the end of the night. You do see some people walking back there,
Yeah.
but it's not like you were talking about back in those days when people would rush to it. What did Donald Cather say? I didn't see his comment.
He said they should announce something at the track every week, just a reminder.
That's a great idea,
Yeah.
Donald. They really should. I think if my car accidentally
Hurt a kid, I would be done and everything would be.
Lord just don't want me reading stuff.
Because you're just like, you're stopping, like after 3 words.
And what did Genevieve say?
That's what I said. I think if my car accidentally hurt a kid, I would be done and everything would be for sale.
I agree. You were saying that earlier. How do you, if you hit somebody, how do you go on?
Should I just read the comments from now on? Can I be the comment?
Well, every time I'm talking to him, every time I go to read it, you take it off. Brian Dolan says he's pretty sure it's happened around 2005. I mean, I'd probably have to agree.
So, for example, I used to do like monster trucks and stuff.
Yeah.
There's this series of Monster Nationals. George Eisenhart ran it, and he was actually killed at a show. Dan Patrick is the one that ran him over. Totally accident, like trucks went by. He was in the little alcove. He walked out, didn't see it. He got ran over. But Dan Patrick had been doing monster trucks, building monster trucks, everything for decades. And he had nothing to do with anything like that for quite a long time. Just
Oh yeah.
yeah, like it's big.
We should do. What's our schedule for next week?
We have Nick Garukas and Rich Rankin coming in.
That's on Tuesday.
That is on Tuesday. Yes.
So why don't we schedule for next Thursday, because we're getting ready to end our show. Why don't we schedule for next? So this Thursday we're off.
I mean, we are off unless you want to do a show.
I can't this Thursday. I want to try to get the car done for Saturday, but I probably won't have it done.
Mhm.
Let's bring Josh Way in, and so let's do Josh Way and Joshua and Cash if he wants to bring Cash. Next Thursday, can we do next Thursday? Ask him if that's okay with him.
He's listening, so
Okay.
let us know, Josh.
And Josh, dude, I do want to say, man, I appreciate you offering me the help and everything. I'm trying to learn this on my own again. And if it don't go well the next time I race, I'll reach out to you, man. But
Yeah, we could do the 21st.
I'm trying so hard to figure this out on my own, and I just can't, dude. I think I got it figured out for this weekend if I can race, but damn, dude, I can't stand losing. I hate not seeing that checker flag. I can't stand it.
Oh, before we end this, we're gonna do a racetrack rundown
Okay.
because Kyle, he's got the hookup on the calendar. Now I can say that for Paynesville, it's autograph night. Repeat that. So in case
So to autograph this Saturday night at Paynesville.
autograph night, and you have to use your rain checks this week.
Yeah, you have to use your rain checks for this week. It has to be this week, not in 2 weeks. If you do not use your rain check this weekend, it's done.
Yep.
You just void it. Just throw it away.
All right, that's it for Paynesville. And then,
So we'll go back to that in a second. When this is Mylene Horse. When Gary raced in the 70s, our kids sat in turn 4 and didn't move.
yeah, there you go.
Man, I'm trying to think. I think a lot of kids, Mylene, you'd have to help me out on this. Did all the families sit in turn 4? Why am I thinking all the families of the racers sat in turn 4? I think like if you were there to see your husband or your brother or cousin race, you sat in turn 4. And I think turn 1 was all the party animals where all the drinking and all the fighting happened, which to me is part of the show. I don't know why you don't, do that. Denver, what's up, brother? What's up? I do see the checker flag at every race, but I want to be the leader of the damn thing.
You don't want to be the 6th one to get the checkered flag.
It's so hard as the racers that are watching now, and there's some racers that are watching that have never won, that work their ass off 6 days a week to go out there to finish 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, and they work their butt off to try to get there, and they can't get there. So I've been grateful enough or blessed enough to find victory lane here or there. But man, now.
You'd have a lot more if it wasn't for Chase.
Yeah, Chase Wiggins didn't block me every damn week last year. I probably would have won a damn race or two. But Paynesville being my home and winning so much back in the day at Paynesville, being my home and not be able to find victory lane and feeling the car out to lunch, it just infuriates me. Like, I can't quit. I can't give up because I'm going to figure it out. But these guys that do have it figured out, I give them all the credit in the world, man. And a lot of guys are saying, hey, you're racing 30 years, you're getting the hang of it, blah, 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 blah. But, man, it wasn't easy for me to come off turn 4. And Joshua Way bumped me a little bit, but I was going up anyways, but he bumped me a little bit to get underneath me. But it killed me that I couldn't race him in the corner. It killed me that I went in the corner, my car just drifted up, and I could just watch him take off.
You've only had one night of racing, so
I know, but it's still
being really hard on yourself when you're gonna get it. Everybody else that's doing well, they've been racing every single year there. So
I'm glad, Robin. I had a note here to talk about Keith. I had a note here.
But read what she said though.
Must have pit bands from last week's rain out. Thank you.
Yeah, have your pit bands.
Have your pit band. If you threw it away, you lost it.
They don't want to search for your name on the damn.
Nope, they're not doing
it. It's a pain in the ass.
So I had a little note here to talk about Keith. And a lot of people, so instead of me beating around the bush, I'm going to say it the way Keith would say it. Some of you guys out there got to ease up. You got to understand, Keith has been at that track since far as I can remember. I think when they dug the first ditch 80 years ago, Keith was sitting there digging the ditch with them to get the racetrack going. So we went through an era of Keith Platts working the pit chute, racing. He was a hell of a race car driver. You know that Keith Platts is quiet now. He's calm. A lot of times he tries to mess with people just to show he likes you. That's how Keith says it. So I said to Keith last week, I said, hey, when Laura comes up to here, I have to pay for her to get in and tell her she didn't pay to get in. And Laura has been intimidated by Keith since day one. Laura said a couple of days before that, he scares the hell out of me. I said, this Keith shouldn't scare you. It's the Keith from 10 years ago that should scare the hell out of you.
No, because the first time I met him at Lorraine, when you started racing last year, he yelled at you about something. And I was like, this guy really hates you. You're like, no, that's just Keith. I'm like, I don't know.
So we pull up to the gate. I haven't seen Keith in many years. And we pull up to the gate at Lorraine. And Keith's seen me in line. I seen him. And I think I winked at him before we got up there. And he got up there and he goes, what the hell are you doing here? Coming here to wreck some fucking cars? Don't we got enough wreck cars?
I was like, oh my God.
I said, and I think I responded, no, we haven't. But by the end of the night, I should wreck out 2 or 3 of them. I turned over and looked at Laura. Laura's like, oh my God.
I'm not used to that. Sandusky at the pit gate. I'm used to.
Josh Way says, we can stay home if you want a shot. No, I want to race the best. I don't want you staying home. I want to race the best. I want to try to compete with these guys.
Okay, maybe they'll just run in reverse.
Hey, I got a better idea. Josh, you stay out of the car and let everybody else race, and then I can have a shot of winning. But
he hasn't been racing. Joshua and Blake.
I had a nice conversation with him last week. I think he's having more fun doing what he's doing instead of racing. I could be wrong, but it seems to me he's having more fun helping his kid and Blake and those guys get out there. But man, I had a nice conversation with him and stuff, man. But he'll eventually get back in the car. I don't think it'll be Paynesville. I think he's done everything he could at Paynesville.
Yeah. Maybe the modified.
Yeah. Genevieve says, relax. Genevieve, I owe you from 2 weeks ago. You saved me from going to jail. I appreciate it very much.
He certainly did.
You know what kills me about that whole situation is, and I don't want to really talk about the situation, but for 30 years, I've been that guy that goes to that driver who's lost his temper and say, hey, take a breath, man. It's just racing. Come back next week. You got this. But you don't need to do all that here, man. So that has been me for 30 years. I never tried it with Josh Way because he probably wouldn't listen anyways. But I tell drivers at any track that I manage, take your aggression out on the track to win the race. Don't do it back here. Figure out how you're going to win the race. Go out there, but be calm. Don't get thrown out for some other idiot.
Yeah.
Then I get in an incident and I almost got thrown out. So
Yeah.
Chris Genovese came up to me and he goes, I've known you pretty much all of our lives. We were kids when I met Chris. And he goes, man, I've never seen you like that. Because that's not me. That's not who I am. So everybody that was involved in that little incident, I personally apologize to. You should have never been brought into that, and I apologize.
Before we do the racetrack rundown, I have 3 clips that Kyle sent us.
Okay.
He sent us multiple ones. But
so Kyle sent in 3 clips.
I want to display them, and he can kind of tell us about it, his feelings about it, how it was to record it. So just kind of watch. I'm going to put one on the screen.
Let's do the first one.
And then you'll see like. Okay, did you see that one?
Waynesfield.
All right, so that was well, tell us about that.
So that was the Dirt Track Truck Series. It's a neat little series. They've different than like the dirt trucks that Fremont runs. They are, I want to say,
that's a hell of a delay on there. Sorry.
I want to say that these are 4 and 6 cylinder trucks, but Waynesfield, that track is very nice. It's a travesty that like nobody goes.
Okay.
And they went from they're supposed to have, I think like 5 or 6 of races, and I think it's down to like 2 now.
Oh man.
But farmers doing the promoting there. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So he's got so much other stuff going on.
Right.
So it's understandable, and if people aren't showing, it's kind of hard to justify time and resources. But yeah, that's a very nice track.
Awesome.
What's your next clip?
All right, I'll show it.
So that was the
Is this mic on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes on right as soon as the video's over.
that was the OSS, the 350 Outlaw Super Modified Series.
Super.
I mean, Super Modifieds at Sandusky. I don't gotta say anymore.
Yeah.
Like even if they're not the big blocks, like
it don't matter.
supers are.
You and Laura are on the same page. Laura's
They're-
favorite thing at
yeah.
Sandusky is the supers.
Yeah.
Anytime
we go there, it'd be for the supers, or if the supers were out, like the nights that he raced, I would be like, hey, you stay in the pits. I got to go catch the supers racing. So.
I don't know what year it was. Chris Mize and I had a meeting with the super modified guys in Steve Stout's dad. Do you remember what his name is? Yeah, I can't remember his name, but we had a meeting.
Mr. Stout.
Yeah, Mr. Stout. Thanks, Laura.
Rich.
Was it Rich Stout?
Is Rich the dad or is Steve the dad?
I don't remember.
Rich. I think it was Rich Stout. Yeah.
So if any of them are watching, you can clarify this up or clear it up. But Rich or Mize and I had an idea. We said, hey, I want to say this is 2000. This is when Darn Arnold had it. We had a meeting to start a small block GM super modified series.
Yeah.
And Mr. Stout lost his shit, man. He came to that meeting and everything that we said, he had a positive point to. He was right. But we were trying to start a class, which we see now, a class like that back then and it's just the timing just wasn't right. Super modified racing was huge back then.
And because you had 2 separate series that were doing good.
Yeah. And I really think that this series is going to keep growing. I really believe it's going to keep growing.
So from what little I've talked to some of the guys, which we plan on hitting all the 350 super modified series races this year. But it got a lot of cars that were mothballed back out on the track, but it's also encouraged some new builds and stuff, which we would probably see this year. Cars that just roll the corner fabulously.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good. Like last year we did a lot of the wheelman stuff.
Yeah.
I think we wanted to kind of change it up a little bit. I mean, street stocks. I love street stocks.
You're going to be in Midvale in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Like the 80s Monte Carlo bodies, just they look so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just kind of the throwback to the old style, what NASCAR used to be and all that. But
how about when you see one of those cars hit the wall and the front stretch all by itself for no reason, like some knucklehead would do? Matt Wilson, if you need help at the track, don't hesitate to ask. Hey, and here's the thing too that I'm noticing this year, and I don't, if there's any Midvale guys watching or any other tracks watching, I want to hear. This is the first year that I've seen in a long time drivers helping drivers. I have not seen that in a long time. At Painesville, drivers were helping drivers like crazy last Saturday, and I was actually proud to walk around and because I like to walk around and just not be seen, but just watch what's going on. And I've seen a lot of drivers helping drivers, just like Matt said, if you ever need help. We haven't seen that in years.
I think some of it depends on the class or the series.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the ace or factory stock, whatever you want to call them, those guys tend to really help each other out. Now, some of the other series and tracks and stuff, they tend to be a little more, close to their chest with stuff. But, I mean, like with the ace guys, they lost their home tracks. So it's like they're, kind of a band of brothers kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which it's good this year to see that, and guys like Matt, me personally, I know there's a lot of guys out there go, oh no, Wilson's here. We're going to get our asses spanked. But I'm the opposite. I'm the guy going, how in the hell can I catch him? And that car is just like Josh Away's car. You watch that car go through the corner, Matt Wilson's car, it doesn't flex. That car, I think Matt Wilson is the only guy that I was watching in practice. He was giving it gas going into the corner and going through the corner. I'm like, holy crap, man, what the hell?
And his second part of that, he says, don't we have old team cars? Yeah. You both.
Yeah.
They used to be old team cars. Yep.
Yeah, sure did. But man, Matt, I'm telling you, like all you guys, Matt, doing what you guys are doing are making us guys better. We're getting better. Are we going to hopefully catch him someday? But yeah, I love racing against the best of the best. Not saying the back of the pack ain't fun to race with, but I want to be up front. I want to be up front racing for the win. If I don't win it, at least I was up there racing with those guys. When I came in from practice and Laura said I was fifth fastest, I got kind of happy. I'm like, all right.
Then you got slower for qualifying.
Then I go on qualifying and I throw it right out the damn window again. All right, go ahead to your next video.
We're going to do our last video here.
All right.
So that's a case of what not to do. I mean, you gotta give him credit. He got some.
Who was that hit the tire?
I don't know. I wonder who that was.
Did you know who?
I'm sure somebody will tell us.
Yeah, who was it that bounced off? So what were you thinking watching that?
Oh, holy,
What year was that? Do you know?
That
had to be last year because that car raced last year.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's one of the downsides of going to all these different tracks, though. So, like, if I were to go to like Painesville all the time or Midvale or wherever, you get more familiar with who the drivers are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of do lose out on that, and we don't really tend to go into the pits just because, like, the extra expense of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this year alone, we've been to like 17, 18 races, something like that. We've only had one weekend where we didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to a monster truck thing, arena cross, ice racing, or the circle track stuff.
Yeah.
All for content for the channel. So it's like we're going to eclipse what we did last year if we stay on this pace. We've already went 7,000 miles in travel.
Wow.
that's what we did all last year. Granted, we had Sandusky, Lorraine,
Yeah.
a lot of closer places, but just
David said he thinks that was Braden hit the tire. I didn't know Braden raced.
I didn't know either.
Our Braden, the guy that's working the pit chute? Someone put him behind a wheel of a race car? No.
I don't know. Maybe we'll find
It's got to be a
out.
different Braden. Who you think? What Braden are you thinking of, David?
Yeah.
Sure, it ain't it's ours. There's no way. So this year, so we're in May. We got what, 3 weekends of racing left?
Yeah.
Where are you going the next 3 weeks?
So let's see. Thursday we'll be at Attica, weather permitting.
Now you just jinxed it. It's going to snow Thursday.
No, it's supposed to be. I think tomorrow's the only day of rain this week. I think, unless they've changed it.
As far as the 15th, we're kind of looking at Painesville because we want to go. We haven't got to go this year.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of options. Flat Rock, Lima Land on Friday. Let's see. Mansfield has their makeup date for their comeback classic. Muskingum County Speedway has the Ronnie Moran Memorial Race.
Yeah.
Ohio Valley. They run.
Is Hilltop still running?
Yeah, they run.
Hey, have you been over there recently or no? The last couple of years?
January 1st, we were there.
How was it? Oh, yeah, you were there. I remember watching
the
you.
Hangover.
We did 2 races that day.
That's right.
We started at Durana Dragway 42.
Yeah.
We started there, and then we knew we couldn't stay the whole time, so we left there and went to Hilltop and did their hangover race, their complete one.
Yeah.
And then that Saturday we were at Russell's M40 Speedway.
Wow.
So
wow.
I mean, we've been to Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Indiana. So we that's just this year.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I remember the January 1st one. I watched your video. I was like, holy crap, man. There weren't too many people there in the stands with you, was there?
No. This was the first time they ever did that. Too.
Yeah.
Which would be kind of neat if Tiff did that at Mansfield.
Yeah.
Because they could run on that infield. There's no walls. It's all
Yeah.
paved. So the big hurdle would be getting over the track to get down there.
Yeah.
I mean, Hilltop wasn't bad with the dirt.
Did you have something you wanted to say?
Oh.
Okay, so
they said it's somebody named Jack. I don't know who Jack
it's
is.
Jack Rebar. I think that's what they're thinking of. So Braden drove Jack Rebar's car and hit the wall. That was Jared Epstein saying that.
Yeah, I did forget to mention there is a race car show at Convoy.
Convoy Tire this Saturday starting at 9 a.m.
9 to 11.
9 to 11, Convoy Tire. If you haven't been to his car shows, they're actually pretty cool. I'm sure they have room for you if you want to bring your car out, bring it out.
Is that the race car only one, or is that?
Yes, race car
okay.
only
Yeah.
car show. 170 Blackbrook Road in Painesville. We'll put a link up on the media page.
Robin said Braden has raced a few times. That was Jack Rebar hitting the tire. Okay.
Oh,
On there.
that's hard.
I really do want to get Keith on the show. I got to get with Robin and Keith and get him on the show so people can see the real side. I know he's going to come in there.
Why don't we have Keith and Robin together on the show?
We should honestly bring them in there because they both have seen a lot over
The
the
faces
years
at the pit gate of
on there. But
Painesville Speedway.
I'm sure Keith has some great stories, man. And it's like, I'm telling you, there was never a pit guy. There was never a pit guy that was afraid to lean in your window and call you a dumb fuck. It was Keith, man. Because you'd pull up to him and go, what did I do? You hit the freaking guy in front of you, moron. But when you're in those moments and you're growing up, you don't appreciate them until moments like now. Because those moments of Keith leaning in those windows makes you think before you go out again.
Well, yeah, and it's like I seen this on Facebook. It's a shame that you don't know you're in the good old days until
I totally agree, dude. And I understand. I completely understand the way Keith's son is because he lived with Keith. I mean, he had no other way to be. He lived with his dad. So, and I don't even know, I don't think I ever raced with his son. I think I started promoting racetracks then, but I really think I'd like to get Keith on here so people can learn about the real Keith and know what he's been through with the cancer and everything. And he's not that guy. Keith is not the guy that goes, oh, I want to be on a radio show and I want to do that. That's not him. But I'm asking you to step back, take a breath, and let some people get to know you a little bit.
Move your mic. It's blocking your face.
Let's see, hold on.
Your mic.
No, I'm getting text messages.
Okay. Well, how about we go through the racetrack?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Rundown. Well, it's not me. Kyle is the perfect one for this because he knows every.
I literally have a.
Oh my God!
He can do the rundown of where you can go racing this weekend. So go ahead, Kyle.
So wait, before you do that, this segment brought to you by Dominic Chicken Eddie's mom, Vinny's grandma's cookies. Go ahead.
And the Piquet YouTube channel. So, I mean, you might be able to make Fremont tonight, but they're pretty much they're probably done.
Yeah.
So the 14th on a Tuesday, Attica has a big $20,000 to win race, sprint cars. World of Outlaws are going to be at Sealands Grove. That's the late models. The 15th, Flat Rock Speedway is running. The GLL sprints are going to be at Lima Land.
How many times have you been to Flat Rock?
5-ish.
What do you think about their figure 8 class?
It's neat. It reminds me of like the one that they brought to Painesville.
Yeah.
There's the car counts is the big thing with them.
Yeah.
Because that kind of makes the figure 8 classes.
Yeah.
Because if you've got a handful of guys going around and they don't even get strung out enough to give the illusion
that they're going to hit something.
Yeah, it's not as entertaining for a lot of the fans.
Yeah.
And those guys, I'm fairly certain probably have a fair amount of money wrapped up in those cars.
Yeah.
It's not just like some 77 Monte Carlo that.
Yeah, these are full blown. These are like late models, dude.
Yeah. That's what I love about the Painesville ones, because you don't see like the Lagunas and the Bonnevilles, the big 70s cars. You don't see those anywhere at racetracks, on the road hardly. Like, it's cool seeing those cars. It's just not there. When
I first met Laura, I took her there a couple times, and there'd be 30 to 35 cars starting at Green Flag racing there at Flat Rock. Yeah. And I understand, again, it goes back to a lot of the kids not going into that division. Growing, you would think, like, I watched my dad race at Painesville. I wanted to race at Painesville. We don't see that anymore like we used to. Some
of it, though, is like some of these tracks don't really have a good, cheap entry level division. I mean, you look at there was another podcast that I watched that
Trader. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Off with his head.
It's Thursday night. But they had the ones that own Oakshade, and they talked about how it's expensive to run like your late models and stuff like that. And it's like, because they run late models, they do have a front wheel drive class, so that's an option. But like Attica, late models, 410s, 305 is the cheapest division, and that's still, if you want to actually compete like with Jamie Miller and some of these other guys, like it's substantial.
Yeah.
Where like a division like Ace or the old Warrior class, where you gut it, you put a cage in it, and you go run and have fun. That's kind of, too many of these divisions have grown out of that.
That's true. I don't mean to cut you off, but Robin Platt said that was a long time ago. Keith is not like that anymore. I'm not saying he's still like that, but listen, if you pull into Painesville Speedway, so let's say right now Keith is watching you. He sees what you look like. Mm-hmm. You come up to that pit shack and you go to get your pass and pay for your pass to get in the pits, and he starts yelling at you. You know he's doing it because he likes you. he's going to look at you and go, okay, Kyle, get your ass in the pits and don't get hit by a car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He has to like Kyle. It's his YouTube is the pit gate.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
at the pit gate. It all works together.
Keith wants 10% of everything you make.
Let's see. The most I've made in a month, granted, it's only been monetized since January.
Yeah.
Was like maybe like $62. This month is actually trending higher. Last month was less. It was over 50. My goal is like, if I can get like $50 a month, like,
oh yeah,
that'd be.
You got to remember,
pretty cool.
Starting now, Keith gets 10%, so you've made nothing. You're actually in the hole this month, right, Kyle?
So I got to reach in the wallet.
Yeah.
All right, we just got to finish his race run.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, we have Mansfield's rain date for the Comeback Classic. Muskingum County runs. Ohio Valley has the late models. On Saturday, we got the ARCA Menard Series at Toledo Speedway. Berlin Speedway has Compact Touring Series. If you want to go up across the border, you can go to Flamborough and watch the Big Block Super Modifieds run. From what I understand, it's the first time they've been there in quite some time also. If you want a different flavor of racing, you can go to Winchester, Indiana for big rig racing. We went to...
How crazy is that, though, man?
We went to Winchester last year, and they had one of those trucks there. And it'd be pretty neat.
Big rig race.
They run them on dirt. They run them on asphalt.
Here's a little bit a lot of people don't realize. There was a NASCAR driver back in the 80s named Shauna Robinson, and she actually raced big rigs.
Yeah.
It was pretty good at it. So,
oh, I never knew that.
Yes, she was very good at racing big. But back then they were actual semis. Now, if you look at them, if you got close to that one, there's a lot of roll cage in that thing.
Yeah.
The outside looks like a rig, inside looks like a race truck. You know, but back in those days when she raced, they were actual semis, man. You put some bars in there to protect yourself, and that was it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We have the Fast Series at Atomic Speedway.
This one time in a big rig, I had to carry Coors beer across the Mississippi.
Is that a movie?
Cannonball Run.
Oh my god.
I was thinking Smokey and the Bandit. I had to carry Coors. You weren't allowed to take it across the Mississippi, but I did. You know.
Can you let him finish?
Buddy of mine, I chased him in a Trans Am, so we got there.
Go ahead and finish.
All right,
I say, don't you have control of the mic?
I do, but this is more.
This is more entertaining.
This puts more of a.
All right, go ahead. Had some stupid sheriff chasing me with it.
I just muted you. Let him talk. You're muted. You are muted. Go ahead, Kyle.
But yeah, Muskingum County Speedway. That looks like the last one that we have on the list. Obviously, Midvale.
Yeah, Midvale's doing double features because of their rain out.
Okay.
And No Heats double features is what I saw. So yeah.
Yeah, Midvale and then pretty much all the other normal local tracks.
Yes, and Paynesville will be autograph night.
And again, don't forget about your wristbands. You know.
Yes, it is a pain in the butt searching for names with I don't have my wristband. And then you're gonna have some people that actually will have the wristband still on.
There ain't no way.
Oh no.
There is no way that someone's gonna show up a week later with the same wristband.
I bet.
Robin, if there's somebody shows up, write their name down. Now listen, you have to make sure it's not taped, it's not glued, that it's the same one that you put on. It ain't gonna happen.
No. So we've done that before at when I worked at Pickett at Sandusky. We'd have
a week later.
No, Jerry, they'll be all raggedy and barely held together, all worn out, but they will be wearing their wristband.
No way.
Swear to God.
So what do they win? Like a free shower?
Yeah, I'll buy you some shower gel, but I just don't.
Courtesy of Jerry Patrick Media.
There's no way. There's no way.
I bet. I guarantee someone will still have their wristband.
My buddy in his Trans Am picked up some woman on the side of the road that was trying to get married and ran from him. So man, it was a hell of a run down there to. I think we were going to Texarkana. I think that's where we were headed to, but.
This show's got out of control.
On there, Andy Hunger said, saw the big rig series at Erie years back. Was totally cool. And Jerry, you wish you were snow. I do. I wish I was part of that being the snowman back in those days. But yeah, it was.
Well, thank you for that racetrack rundown. That was much better than what I have. So I don't know what tracks to ever feature. I usually just do the simple pavement tracks, the asphalt tracks, and they'll do like no, I know Attica and Fremont. So now he's got us looking at more racetracks, and then eventually we'll start adding some drag racing too, because we cover all racing.
He started calling this girl Frog in the car. I don't understand what this is even about.
I'm trying to keep the show.
Why you would just call somebody Frog? I mean, worst nickname in a movie ever. Sally Fields as Frog.
All right, Josh says that Jerry, $50 says Joshua will still have his wristband on.
I ain't betting him because Josh right now is probably making a brand spanking new one, going to make it all dirty and put it back on there.
I'm telling you, it's very common. There's going to be people that still.
Besides Josh Way saying that, who else?
No, Robin just said, Jerry, we have had a few bring their pit bands 2 weeks later.
Still on.
I told you.
Oh my God, man.
Absolutely.
Listen, those are the people I'm telling you about that if they bring me cookies, I'm not eating them. I'm not eating them. That's what.
You know what we're going to do is we're going to be like.
That's the line.
We're going to be looking through the pits on Saturday, like looking at wristbands going, oh, you wore yours.
I'm going to give Robin my number to text me. And as somebody comes in the gate, I want her to tell me who it is. So when they get in the gate, I'm going to point them out on video and go, you nasty ass.
No, it's fine. It's loyalty, man. It's dedication to keep your wristband on.
So a couple things before we let you guys go for tonight. Thank you so much, Kyle, for coming out, man, and talking with us. Laura, thank you to everybody that was watching tonight for not bringing Laura a fork to go off her diet for that cheesecake in there.
I am sadly disappointed in all of
cinnamon toast.
I am sadly disappointed.
Cinnamon toast crunch cheesecake. And nobody brought you a fork. I'm so sorry.
It's probably because nobody knew where our studio was. I'm going to go.
No, because they probably knew I wouldn't have let them in the door.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, when I pulled up, I'm like,
it's cool.
Right place.
Yeah, we don't really have a sign.
Brooke, it's really bad. Everybody that knows me, I'm a huge germ phobe. I have a problem. So when you see me at the racetrack and I shake someone's hand,
you're like,
I walk in the trailer. Laura, what do I do when I go in the trailer?
He immediately uses the Purell. Immediately.
There was one guy last week, and I wish I could remember who it was. He just went like this. Like I seen him standing by the pit chute, and I'm walking and I stop because my brain said, don't walk up there. He goes like this and then goes like that across his shirt. I walk up there. He goes, Jerry, how you doing? Sticks his hand out. I'm like, ain't no way in hell I'm shaking your hand, bro. I think whoever it was, Laura, I went elbow to elbow with him.
I think you did. Yeah.
I went elbow to elbow, shaking your damn hand.
Josh said Joshua showers every day. The wristband stays on. He's right though. Like it'll start to wear a little bit, but it will stay on.
That's crazy.
It can get wet.
That is so crazy. That's dedication, man. I got home Saturday night. I popped mine off. I put it right there by the door so I don't forget it. I ain't no way, man. The germs but yeah, Josh is right. If he takes a shower every day, does he scrub the wristband and everything? And
I would put like a Ziploc bag like over it to protect
like a cast.
Yes, like a little cast.
Just the hand out of the shower.
Yeah, I can't do it. So now what's going to happen is now that I told everybody I'm a germphobe, you know what's going to happen now, right?
Yeah.
So as of now, I have a new rule.
Lots of hugs.
I have a new rule. I am only fist bumping. Or if I see you coughing in your hand, then I'm elbowing to elbow you. I am no longer shaking hands at the racetrack. I can't do it, Laura.
Why? All because you...
Because these guys are going to be at the track scratching their asses and everything else, and they're walking up to me trying to shake my hand. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm not doing it now.
Is this all over this wristband thing?
That's how this all started.
Yeah, but so now all of a sudden, after going to the track for how many years, now you don't want to shake hands?
Oh, my God, dude.
He's always sick.
But
it's right. You are always sick because you don't have an immune system.
There's a guy right there that just said, Chad Fisher, my mechanic that works on all my tow trucks. He's a germphobe, and that's why he's always sick.
Absolutely.
Chad has seen me talk to people because we grew up in Collinwood together. His family grew up down the road. Chad used to see me eating pizza with grease on my hand, piece of chicken sitting out on the picnic table. Now I can't do it. Kyle, I can't do it, man.
Do you know now that you're very vulnerable now because now you've left yourself susceptible to everybody knowing how much of a germaphobe you are. So now they're all going to
I know.
They're going to come grab you and like.
I know. I should have kept my damn mouth shut. Josh says, but use silverware at the restaurant. But tell them what I do with the napkin before I use it, Laura. I wipe the silverware down.
Oh, yeah, you do. And you wipe the edge of a glass.
Yeah, I won't drink a glass if you bring the glass over the table. As soon as she walks away, I clean the top of the glass. So I don't know, man. It happened years ago, like a light switch. All of a sudden, I just couldn't do it no more. Just I don't know what it was, but
Too many accidents
too many hits to the head,
Too many
in
hits to the
football or
head.
something.
in racing.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
See?
Yeah, I should have never. I can't even say that word, man. I can't even say it. I'm not even gonna.
I took it off the screen real quick.
It's still there.
No, it's off on my end.
Damn, I screwed up. Okay, I'm not eating no more cookies at the track. I'm not even eating at the track anymore.
Everybody, make sure you go up to Jerry and hug him at the track.
So-
Give him a big hug.
So Laura said last week at the track, and a lot of people do this. They'll stop at KFC, bring food in with the family and all that. And I want to support Scott and the racetrack and other racetracks and do what I got to do. But Laura said last week, let's stop at KFC, bring a bucket of chicken in. And I said, are you crazy? All the dust and everything flying around it. No, Laura goes, it comes with a lid. You don't have to worry about it. I can't. Once that food is exposed to the air at the track and all the dust flying around, I can't eat it.
Oh my gosh, we didn't ask him the question of what is your favorite concession stand from which racetrack?
The cheeseburgers at Mansfield were pretty good.
Were they really?
Yeah. It's funny because Brooke's trying to like use keto.
Oh,
Keto.
Yeah.
So like now she like wants to like bring her own bread, so she'll take the patty off and put it on there.
Oh yeah.
But we never really realized how many cheeseburgers we eat, or me.
Yeah.
She'll get like mozzarella sticks and stuff, but then it's like every time we go to the race, especially a new track, I always try the cheeseburger because it's like something consistent.
Yeah.
Like, because I always put in the Google reviews.
Yeah.
So it's like you ate at least 56 cheeseburgers last year.
Holy shit,
Like,
dude.
Oh.
Holy shit. That's what you need. This is what you did last year. You should say, I can beat that record this year.
I'm all for a good cheeseburger at a track. As long as they have like good condiments, like
Hilltop fries.
Hilltop. Oh, we went to Hilltop.
They
once.
are.
Yeah.
They are
Well,
good.
Jay Howe and Cindy Howe helped opened it, if you remember.
Yes.
Originally brought that track back to
I
life.
do remember that.
I don't remember what year it was, but my friends were involved with the owners.
Yep.
Jay was actually the race director, I think, for a little while.
Yes, he was.
And we helped him get it open. We went in there. I was like, there's no way this track's going to open. What do you think that was? Like 02, 03?
Was it before or after Mansfield?
After.
So it would have been like 05.
Okay.
04, 05.
It's crazy how the pits are like having to go up the
Yeah.
track, and it's
Yeah. So we got there and like trees were growing out of the track and everything. And I'm like, oh man, you got your
The fries were good at Painesville.
the fries. So listen, before I go with the three things, two things. Kevin Clark had really good hamburgers when he was running Lorraine or on Lorraine. Kevin Clark had good burgers. The fries at Painesville were the best fries I've ever had at a racetrack.
Whoa.
Of any racetrack I've ever went to, they were the best fries I ever had. So if you haven't tried the fries at Painesville yet, this Saturday, try them.
Okay.
They were Now they'll probably overcook them and burn them. People will start blaming me.
It was the seasoning, whatever the seasoning was on them.
But they were crispy.
That's what got me.
They gave you enough for what you paid for. So the fries killed it, man.
deep fried pickles at Mansfield.
Good.
Now the deep fried pickles
Really
at
okay.
Painesville. So Mansfield, how did they taste to you at Mansfield? They were good.
Yeah, the breading on them they were like the spears.
Yeah. Oh wow, they were the Spears.
Yeah.
We were doing the chips at Painesville.
Yeah, so they weren't like, because you know how with the chips sometimes they get like really hard.
That's what I was
They're
just going to say.
overdone.
What happened with these?
Yeah, they're breaded real nice and
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's just a learning. It's only week one. You know what I mean with Painesville, so they're going to get.
Yeah.
Do they give you a dipping sauce, like to go with the fried pickles? Aren't they supposed to give you like?
They're
some
supposed to
sort of
give you-
special
yeah.
sauce to like go with it.
It's like a pink,
So
something
they were
pink or orange.
They were having issues keeping up with getting the stuff out, and
Yeah.
we were kind of
Yeah.
we'd already waited a little bit of time, and I wanted to get up to our seats and stuff and get kind
Right.
of settled in because it was raining and all that. So we kind of just grabbed and
Grab and go. Yeah.
yeah.
I
But
wish you could
I-
go with ranch. That'd be a good dip in it.
I
know.
Look at the comment. Autograph night. Everyone be sure to shake Jerry's hand. Give him a wet willy.
I got $5 per photo. I get an action hit on that ear.
Dude, that's crazy. And some goofball's going to do it to me. And I'm going to have to go take a shower in my damn trailer. And it's going to be a whole thing, man.
I gotta say though, like tracks that have like a signature thing, like Hilltop Fries or Martinsville Hot Dog, stuff like that. I like when tracks do that.
Yeah,
because it gives you something else to try. Because I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna try cheeseburger, but I might not necessarily have bought that.
Right.
But it's like, but I'm gonna try this because I'm here, and it's what they're known for. So
I think Painesville is going to be their French fries. I really do.
Did they have walking tacos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You're on the air.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, you went. But we still need to try like the Midvale walking taco. Everybody says that's like really good.
Is that their thing, you think, over at Midvale, the walking taco?
I don't know. Does everybody
possibly?
Well, we went to go get them last year, and they ran out of them. We were going to buy them at the Wheelman race, and they ran out.
Maybe that's a good sign.
Some places like Midway.
Would you
want to say Midvale?
Yeah.
They had like chicken noodle, and then they had something else, and it like changes and stuff. At Russell's M40, they also do like a different thing. Like, they had the it was one of the enduros. They had chili there, and it's pretty good.
So any track that I went to, and I'm not going to give my secret away, but any track I went to, I had a special burger that I made. I did something special with the burger, and people loved the burgers. And then when I got down south working at a couple tracks, I got turned on to Tony Satchery's. And so I had a Tony Satchery burger, and oh my God, dude, it was fantastic. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think the French fries at Painesville is going to be their signature, their thing. I think it'll take another week or two to figure out the fried pickles, how they're going to do them. But the French fries to me were gold, Jerry. They were gold.
Michelle says that it was too much salt on it.
On what?
I think on the fries. I liked that, but maybe to some people, maybe that was too much salt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder.
So did Michelle elect to become the honorary beating of your child if you run through the pits woman?
I don't know if she's accepted that honor yet. I'm not sure. We'd have to make her like her own like walking stick to like use against the kids.
Is there like a fee per child?
Yeah, she should.
Exactly.
Michelle should be. I beat your kid twice. You owe me $80.
Josh says he agrees with the salt. So.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Maybe we like fries really salty. I don't know.
It could be.
No.
So we did talk about the. So Michelle Lawson, I know everybody's going to go, she ain't touching my kid or whatever. I'm joking, everybody. Take a breath. She's not going to beat your kid or anything like that. But if she does see your kid running through the pits like an idiot, she's probably going to tell him to go stand or whatever. But
I respect that.
So we talked about the wristbands.
Yes.
I do want to just finish up with the kids in the pits. Please watch your kids. Every racetrack, not just Painesville, Midvale, every racetrack. If you're a driver and you're listening right now, or you're a mom listening right now, we're taking it for granted that our kids and family are in the pits. We're taking it for granted. It's here today. It could be gone on Saturday if a kid gets hurt. And if you're just now joining us or you didn't hear what I said before, if one kid gets hurt at a track anywhere in this region for insurance, so the insurance is by the region, unless you're paying for it on your own and you're not into that plan. So if a kid gets hit at Anderson Speedway in the pits, every track will feel that. You will not be allowed to bring your kids back for any reason. And if that track is going to lose you as a driver, then they're going to say, so be it. Nobody wants that to happen. Nobody wants that to happen. We want your family and everybody in the pits enjoying themselves. But Kim is just saying it's time to open your eyes and let's take this serious. Let's work together and follow the rules of just watching out. Michelle said never.
Josh ain't lying. We did see a kid on the leash.
You and I were talking about that yesterday. So I was not crazy. We seen kids on leashes Saturday.
Yeah, I mean,
there was somebody that commented that in
Yes.
in Kim's thing.
He's right. He's right. It was that guy. Yeah.
But did we?
I saw it. Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was hallucinating because I was going on a trek and I looked to my left and I seen a kid on a leash and I just thought for a minute, it's got to be the fumes from the gasoline. I just seen a kid walk by on a leash.
Well, they're protecting, but they're keeping their kids.
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
They're actually protecting them. So not a terrible idea. I mean.
And then I want everybody tonight, before you lay down, just say a prayer for Mariah, Earl Goldie's girlfriend. We talked about it earlier. She's going into the hospital for heart surgery tomorrow. So please take a moment, go to her Facebook page, and
we put something on the media page, and already she's getting a lot of wishes. So yeah, if you go to our media page, you'll see a picture of Mariah. Just put your well wishes on there and thoughts and prayers.
And for everybody that's been trying to help me get my car figured out, I appreciate it very much, man. From Josh Way to Mike Henderson, Earl Goldie to Zach, to everybody, to even my son, who's put a lot of time in it. But it's getting better. Last Saturday, I got better. By the time we got qualified, I got a lot better. But I'm getting there. And if I don't have it figured out this weekend when I go out, then I'm going to start asking for a little bit more help. Oh, here we go. He's already laughing.
Josh away. Shot colors next.
I mean, if that's, you know what, Josh would do that to his kids just to do it. He would do it. Cash would rip
it up and be like, is this all you got?
Yeah, can you turn it up, Dad?
Is this all you got? Nice try, Dad.
But before we go, is there anything you would like to say?
Oh, it was just a pleasure being on the show.
Thank you for driving all the way out here. I know you got a long ride home, but it'll be worth it.
I mean, I end up going to bed about midnight anyway.
Do you really?
What time do you go to work tomorrow?
Get up at like 6.
Oh boy.
6:48.
Oh.
To 2:48, and then go work at O'Reilly's until I get there at 3:30, and then we close at 9, so 9:15. Get out of there. Rinse and repeat.
Wow.
So, what is your favorite cereal? Don't come at me with some cinnamon toast crunch crap. Don't even start that, Kyle.
I don't eat cereal anymore.
You really don't? How about as a kid?
I don't do milk.
Oh, you don't? So in our family, when we eat cereal, I drink the milk. She can't stand it. She will not drink the milk. And I'm finding out that when I ask these questions, people respond, and a lot of people, it's probably 50-50.
Well, the cheeseburgers, they don't leave
they fill you up
milk.
Oh man. What's your favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant? I would say we like the little like bars and stuff, like taverns and stuff, like Walt's Tavern, over near us, or just places like that. When we go, we always, if we pick something up, we always try and go someplace that we don't have around here, because everybody's got Wendy's, McDonald's, all that. So we like to go and find these new little hole in the wall places and stuff like that. But I mean, we eat a lot of times at the tracks. We like to support the tracks. Yeah. So we do that. But like I said,
if you could go to any race in the world, any race, where would you go and why?
I mean, I would love to go to like the Daytona 500, stuff like that. Yeah. But the only problem is, like, I feel like the view and everything is not going to be the greatest. Like, I went to Michigan with Mom and Dad in 93, 94. Yeah. And it was neat, but it was like, here they come off the corner. Blur, 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 blur. Yeah. See, so
Daytona's a little different. If you sit in the front stretch, up kind of middle and up, you can see the whole track. So you get to see it, and it's not a blur going by. You can actually enjoy watching the races as you're going.
No, so, Josh, he does not drink the milk out of my cereal.
Are you crazy?
That's what he just said. He's like, no. If we're both having cereal, he will eat his cereal and then drink the milk out of his bowl. When I eat cereal, I will eat the cereal and I will dump my milk out. That's how we roll.
So I'm gonna tell a cereal story, and that'll be it, and we'll call it a night.
Oh boy. Really.
So I got to tell everybody this story, and this could be why I'm a germphobe today. So when I first met Laura really wasn't, her parents did everything for Laura. You know, they would cook, clean, do all that stuff. And we got our first place together in Bayview on the water. We had a nice house. We were living in my attorney's house. They were rented out. So they had their house, and then they rented Laura and I their house, the other house. It was about, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, we've been living there for about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. And I said to Laura, I said, hey, can you go make me another bowl of cereal? Because before I leave for work, I worked at Ohio Eastern Express, which I'm still on their payroll. I would say, hey, every morning, give me a bowl of cereal. Before I go to bed, what did I do?
Bowl of cereal.
So wake up, go to bed, cereal. So about the second week living with Laura, I said, hey, I'd like a bowl of cereal. And at that time, I was hooked on Cocoa Puffs. It was a bad habit, Kyle. It was bad. Once you get hooked on Cocoa Puffs, you can't get out.
There's no turning back.
So I hope everybody's listening to this. So I get done eating my bowl of cereal. I drink my milk. I put the cereal down. I put the empty bowl down. And I happen to notice clumps of chocolate in the bowl. And I went, okay, there's chunks of chocolate. You should be on camera watching. You guys should be seeing her face right now.
No, because I don't know why.
So I finally, sitting there a couple of minutes, my brain just goes, I drank and ate everything. Why is those chunks filled in the bowl? And I said to Laura, I'm like, why are the chunks in the bowl? What did Laura responds with? What do you mean? I said, there's chunks in the bowl. Have you been washing the bowl? And she goes, for 2 weeks. Why would I wash the bowl if you're going to use it again for the same exact cereal? So for 2 weeks, I ate cereal, and this straight face as you could be, Kyle, did not wash the bowl for 2 weeks until I caught her, because she thought, why wash it? You're just going to reuse it and use the same cereal again. I said, so I'm eating spoiled Cocoa Puffs from 2 weeks ago in my bowl?
I didn't think that through.
I was like, are you kidding me? So from that moment on, I became the dishwasher. To this day, I wash the dishes. Laura does not wash the dishes. For 2 weeks, this girl was poisoning me for 2 weeks. So
It's building your immune system.
Exactly.
Josh, I can tell you, I would not drink her milk after, because I don't know where in the hell her bowl has been. Who knows where that bowl is? I know there's people at home right now gagging, and they feel bad for me right now.
Okay, I was sheltered and I was young. Okay?
I was like,
leave me alone.
She's like, my mom didn't wash the bowls. I said, yes, your mom did wash the bowls. You just didn't see her doing it. Your mom didn't just give you a dirty bowl of cereal from 2 weeks ago. So it was pretty rough. It was very entertaining.
Good talk.
So
Okay.
don't make me tell. You know what? I got a story for everybody next week.
Okay. No.
Next week.
Say, we're at almost 2.5 hours here.
Next week, I'll tell you about the grilled cheese story that Laura made me grilled cheese when I first met her.
All right.
Just use your imagination how she made it. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Kyle, thank you for coming out here. We appreciate everything you do for us racers and as us fans. Tell everybody your Facebook and your YouTube channel.
Yeah, so you can find us at the Facebook at the Pit Gate on Facebook and on Instagram, and also we have the YouTube channel, which is also the Pit Gate. Like I said, we have tons and tons of stuff. We've been busy with a couple events this past weekend, and then we've got several coming up here. So yeah, there's going to be tons of content coming out.
And we'll put a link as soon as
we'll put a link.
We'll put a link for your YouTube, all your
So Kyle's that guy. If you've been into a race, if you can't make it to a racetrack, look to see where he's at and where he's going to be going, and maybe he's going to post a video at the end of the night.
I got asked at Midvale if I would live stream.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
So
Nice.
just keep doing what you're doing, because we need that. And if there's some races you want to work for Jerry Patrick Media and go in there and be a part of it when they're interviewing the winners and all that, we'd be more than happy to.
Or just driver interviews through the pits.
Yeah.
Before the races. I love seeing that kind of stuff where you just walk up to somebody, get in their car ready, and just talk to them. That's awesome.
And the question would be, hey, did your wife wash your bowl of cereal before you ate out of it? That should be the question, No.
Hush.
So I want to thank everybody.
You just post up next to the porta potty and just that's
Yeah. So
I'm not talking to either one of you.
so great show tonight. Thank you again for coming out. We appreciate it. Before we let you go, we ask everybody, and we're going to ask you. We need you to say, and then I'll do it after you. We need you to say your Bobby Conklin best impression and say good night, everybody. So work on this a second. So let's hear it. The best you can do for Bobby Conklin.
All right. Do I got to do the?
Nope. You can just say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
That was pretty good.
That was
pretty good.
That gets a round of applause.
She never does that for me. When I do it, she shuts the damn show off.
We haven't crashed.
Oh, we didn't crash tonight.
Another applause.
Wow.
That deserves a lot of applause.
Yeah, we did not crash. You're getting
for
better.
mentioning that, Kyle. Thank you.
I hope everybody noticed the new cameras we're using. Everybody's a little more clearer tonight. Let's see. I think it turned out pretty good with that new camera.
Yeah, it did.
Josh said, I got tons of gear for you to wear to Midvale, Kyle. So there you go.
Free gear for you to wear to Midvale.
There you go, bud.
Awesome.
Thanks, Josh.
But I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Once again, let's work on the kid situation at all the racetracks and the pits. We don't want to see anybody get hurt, and we don't want to lose something that we have we were taking for granted right now. Don't forget your wristbands. Everybody say a prayer for Mariah. I really appreciate your time and patience tonight. And who's our guest next Tuesday?
Next week we will have Rich Rankin and Nick Garukas, formerly of Lorraine Speedway.
And then Thursday we're going to bring in Josh Way and whoever, one of his kids or both.
Well, he hasn't confirmed that.
He will. He'll be here.
Okay.
Maybe we should do the show from his shop.
We can do that.
Does he have internet at the race shop? Hey, do you have good hardwire internet at the race shop, Josh? Or we got to borrow Elon Musk?
We just need Wi-Fi. Like
the Wi-Fi ain't going to run the StreamYard.
No, we did Daytona. We did perfect.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
On Daytona, and we just crashed once.
So maybe we just do the show from Josh's shop. What do you think?
It's up to him.
All right, let's see if he has good internet there. Once again, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you at the races this Saturday. Until this Saturday, be safe, everybody. Good night, everybody.